Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kureon. It's really goddamn warm here. We're all going a bit mad, but we are here. I'm, of course, your Dungeon Master, and this is my party who currently are still very injured because they didn't sleep, as I just remembered at the end of the last session. So, before we get straight into it, there may be a bit of a longer break today as people need to go cool down because it's unusually warm today in the UK and we have no sense of temperature control. So yeah, but for now, let's get back in. So when last we left our adventuring party, they had fought their way to the end of the cairn that they were asked to go scout out, and upon entering the burial chamber at the end, found their current nemesis, Akir, who was conducting a ritual around a large crystal in the center of the chamber. After a dangerous fight in which many members of our party came close to perishing, they were successful in surviving, but not in stopping the ritual. Partway through, Akir teleported away before leaving, not before leaving a barrier of sand in his wake, stopping them from easily getting to the ritual casters. They were unfortunately unsuccessful, but nevertheless, they did survive and find their way back to Downeln, where they spoke to a very tired-seeming Telmerian, gave them some information. And they had just left Telmerian's residence, the Comorancy, when we left them last week. So, as you stand now outside the Comorancy, clutching to your wounds still from the battle earlier in the day, the stars are out. It's a hot summer's night. And what would you like to do?
Well, we should probably go back to the inn and take that rest. I imagine that would be a good idea.
Probably.
Would be advised.
Although, you're not supposed to sleep if you've had a head wound and... Well, I went unconscious. Oh,
Well, you
fuck
can
it.
stay up. I'll go
Right.
to sleep.
No, I'll be right. Fuck it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if you stayed up, you'd be drinking, which is also probably not healthy with a head wound.
But you know what the dwarf said, there's always a nail for what ails you. I'm sure there's a concussion brew.
Sure.
I'm 99% sure there's a concussion brew.
Yeah, but is that
the
not the one that
concussion
gives
talking?
you a concussion?
No. Maybe.
Read the label.
Side effects may include detached retinas. It's always a side effect.
So yeah, should we get some rest?
Yeah, let's go.
I have on good authority that will be very healthy for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been known. So, you make your way back across town to the Sleeping King, where you'd all been staying. And it's fairly quiet as the most of the city had been by the time you got back. Making your way inside, you make your way up to bed. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you retire for the night?
I'm getting the magpie back.
Okay, you can do that.
I fall asleep twice throughout the ritual and have to restart it.
I'd imagine that, yeah.
I think I'm good.
No, you good? All right. So, you'll get your rest, your long rest. You're restored to your maximum hit points and your...
Heck yeah.
Thank God.
all your spells back and your rages and bardic inspirations, whatever you may have. You awake in the morning, warm, very warm. Once again, another very warm day here in Downell. It's been warm for a while. It's been a few weeks.
So on the agenda should be we should go get paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. We should make sure the lake hasn't completely dried up due to that ritual.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we should also like figure out what we're doing next.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should be a bit better kitted out as well. We've got plenty of money. We can probably
Oh, I need to go
make some
speak
headway
to
on that.
the enchanted guy. I need to go get my mace small thing made. I have decided what I want.
The barkeep comes over to you now as you're all sat around the table and is like, can I get any of you any breakfast?
Yes, please.
What would you
Yes.
like?
2 of them.
I don't know. It's a warm day. I don't know. Something fruity. If you've got any fruit lying around, nah, fuck it. I'll just have breakfast. Bacon, standard.
Right. Anything to drink, anyone?
Just water, I think, for the table.
I'm afraid we don't have any water.
Oh.
Our well's dried up.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good sign.
You know how I said we should visit the lake?
Yeah.
I'm scared now.
Hmm.
It's gonna be dry, and something horrible is going to happen, and it's going to be our fault.
How is it our fault?
It's completely not our fault.
No.
Like if we weren't here, it happens way faster,
I guess.
and they would have no idea why.
So, no drinks then?
You still got beer, right? Please tell me you still got beer, please.
Yes.
I'll have 3 beers.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, right. Anyone else? No?
I'm fine. It's a bit early.
Okay. He wanders off. Comes back a short time later with all your breakfast and your beer.
I think the only thing we need to worry about drying all the beer up is gun.
Yeah, that is very true.
Just sit there with a very proud smile on my face.
Gun or Susie?
Both.
When all the beer's gone, it'll be the cider. And when the cider's gone, it'll be the whiskey. When the whiskey's gone, nothing is safe.
When they came for the beer, I said nothing because I was not a beer drinker.
Bad.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay. So, you all eat your breakfast. What would you like to do first? Where would you want to go?
Let's go get our money.
Do we want to swing by the lake first just to set in concrete our hypothesis?
They might also know already and be able to tell us what happened.
Is the lake like on the way to where we're going, or is it completely opposite direction?
It's kind of in the same direction.
So we could swing by the lake reasonably.
You go like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like that. So you'd have to go up to Tower Watch to the docks, and then down to where the head of the guard is, which is in Legate's Row, which is actually where the consulate is as well.
That sounds fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'll get your things together, make your way out of the inn, and you see there's a bit of a commotion outside today. There's less stalls than there have been in previous days here in Midreach Square. And there's a lot of people carrying around pails and buckets, large large pots and everything filled with water. It seems like everyone is getting as much of it as they can. So you all make your way through town towards Tower Watch docks. When you get there, you see that There's a bunch of fishermen stood on the dock, looking quite perplexed, as the level of the lake has dropped, probably a good maybe 2 feet, and that's caused some of the fishing boats here to actually, some of the larger ones, to actually become grounded. And there's an era of there's an air of not exactly panic or annoyance, but more bewilderment at what's happened. Generally, the fishermen are quite sort of hereditary, very family orientated, and so their stories get passed down of the lake. Doesn't seem like any of these stories have involved the lake dropping by what at this point is 3.5 to 4 feet of water.
But there's still some water in.
There's still a lot of water in.
Oh, okay.
It's just at the shore here, it's dropped enough that the ships have, some of the large shipping boats have sunk. Not sunk.
Well, I guess the good news is it hasn't dried up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if
Bad
this gets worse, this town's gonna start falling apart.
Mm.
That's also true.
Well, Talmarian's gonna go look at that crystal so we can see if it's the crystal that's doing this. But for now, while we know at least that outpost of them is cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were actively doing this, then those ones are dead. There could be more. I feel like we might have heard about them if there were. So we'll
I mean,
have to
he
see.
said the big guy mentioned the next site.
Mhm.
I mean, shouldn't we just assume they're off doing the same thing somewhere else?
Mm.
Possibly it's several steps to clear the whole lake.
But why this lake? I mean, what's the game plan here? What's to be gained by draining one town's lake?
Can I make any roll that would be history, mythology related to the lake being special? Is there anything known?
Make a history check for me. You're from down there.
From Downell.
Yeah, you can have a check.
Rolled a 14. 14.
So, the lake is of cultural significance to Downell, as well as less economic but more agricultural sense. It's a source of much of Downell's food, being a very large lake, loch, and the cultural significance actually stands in the center of it, which you can all see from here, and that is the Moonlit Tower, which is the reason why the docks are called Tower Watch Docks, as they look out across this tower. And the Moonlit Tower stands on a small island in the center of the lake. It's a tall, like a rook, a tall crenellated tower, and that is said to be where the first ruler of Downell and this area, which is now known as the Shattersea Coast, that was where they originally kept watch, and that was where they communed with Endel, the divine of the moon.
Kept watch over what?
Over Downell. Downell has long been plagued by goblinoids.
Would I know any of this as well? Been from around?
Yeah. You'd know this as well, yeah. So,
Communicated with the something moon?
yeah, the Endel, which is the divine of the moon, Pelor's son. Endel is sort of, it's like a demigod in many ways. So, yeah. But Endel is the moon. Yeah, the moon is also called Endel. So.
Didn't the wizard say that the crystals could be used for like flash floods? Maybe they have to take the water from somewhere to cause a flash flood elsewhere. Maybe it's just as simple as that.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to starve the city out.
Or potentially it's an unrelated incident, or it's a side effect that doesn't actually play much into what is the planning?
I mean, you
don't really know
all
at this
saw
point.
the inside of that tomb. They were all about like the sand and the heat and all being dried up and stuff. I don't think it's a coincidence.
I mean,
No, I don't think it's a coincidence, but it might be a side effect of something else they're doing.
that guy, Akia, was from here. He
Mhm.
used to be from Downland, so maybe it's personal. Maybe he's got a grudge, but
Oh, the Moonlit Tower is special. Perhaps the sea is protecting the protector.
maybe.
The sea, the lake. Sorry, that was Germanism. The lake.
Special, like magic special, or special like
I
a
don't
holiday?
know. I don't know. It's just, well, watching from the Moonlit Tower. That's what they said. Watching over the town, watching over the area, protection. Maybe if the protection is gone, they can get to something that lies beneath. I'm guessing. I only know the fairy tales.
But yes, Gunny, you were right. Akir was originally from here. Tomarian told you his name was originally Joseph Tolman.
Heck yeah, I wrote that down right.
You could probably do a little bit of digging into that at some point as well. I'm not sure
Okay.
where we'd start, but
Regardless,
still-
right now, there's not a lot we can do about a disappearing lake, so let's go get paid.
yeah.
Mhm.
Get paid and ask them. I mean, they are
Yeah.
probably on it already.
Okay. So, you all make your way to around the edge of the city, skirting the wall, and into the edge of the Endel Groves, the sort of more noble part of the city. And you can see the inner wall there is sort of rises up around the area, but on the outside of it are many of the sort of bureaucratic elements of the city, including a street, a small street called Legates Row. And there's a few small buildings on this one, and at the end it's dominated by a very large pillared building, which bears the symbol of the Platinum Dragon Bahamut on the front. It's sort of perched on top of the pillars at the front is this like a relief, like sort of very Grecian style. This Platinum Dragon perched on the top of the two pillars, two of the four pillars which make up the front. And that's the people from down there, and anyone that's part of Calrim would know that's a court. It's the court. It's the judicial center, and the judiciary is managed by Bahamut. But you do see there are two buildings next to each other here. One of them is they're both very similar, but in the front of one of them there's a long dwarven heraldry banner, and the other one is wrapped in vines, twisting around, and has a small, what looks to be like a plaque, like a round plaque. It just has some Elvish text on it, which some of you read Elvish. It just says Elven Consulate.
We needed to visit the Dwarven one for something, right?
Yep. I can't remember why it was, though.
Because
Probably because we found an
apples.
ancient hold.
That's it. We wanted to go speak to them about Galcrush.
Yes.
You see,
Well, it wasn't quite Galcrash. It was the anvil that Galcrash was on. The wizard told us.
as well, to the right of so on the left hand side of these consulates, on the right hand side of the street, you see there is a looks like a guardhouse, a very large guardhouse, which sits up against the court here, and you see that there are two dusk wards stood out the front of it, obviously guarding it. And that looks like a place you would probably go to get paid.
Do you love getting paid?
Alright. Let's go.
We did show the wizard the amulet as well, the cult thing, right? Is that?
Yeah, I think we showed them that the first time around.
That was like the first thing we were like, the fuck's this?
Oh, the symbol of the Dustgrave.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
It
showed.
was the cultist amulet, right? Sorry.
Yeah, the opal with the five
Yeah.
lines radiating out of it. Sorry, the upper light with the 5 lines radiating out of it. Yeah. You did show Telmerian that. Yeah. So are you going into the guardhouse? Into the
Whichever one's got a money icon on it on the minimap.
Yes. That would be the guardhouse. Yeah. That is the House of the Dustgrave. So you make your way up to it. There's a small set of steps up to it, and the 2 guards are just like, "Excuse me, what business do you have here today?"
We're actually here to conclude some business. We did some work and are here to get our reward.
Right. Okay. Well, we will let the Bannermaster know you're here. In fact, actually, you look like able-bodied sorts, and if you've done work for the Crown, then you'll be fine. Just make your way inside. The Bannermaster's office is directly inside. The person at the desk will tell you where it is.
Thank you very much.
All right.
What do we know about the Bannermaster?
You met Llewellyn once. He was the rather gruff and short-tempered fellow who was with Aldris when you met her at the Corrancy.
They had a banner.
You did? Yeah, a banneret.
Hmm.
Okay, and he's the de facto head of the Dust Squad, the guard, so which are also a military unit. So he's the second in command. He handles the day-to-day. Yeah, Llewellyn McGonnell, that is his name. Sorry, McGlannell.
Oh, let's go pay them a visit.
Okay.
Get our cash.
So you step inside here, and it's a very militaristic building. Cream-washed walls. The lighting in here is harsh. There's a number of gas lanterns here that are keeping it very well lit inside. And there's a small, like, L-shaped desk, writing desk with the angled panels on it. And there is still on top of a chair is with a long green mustache which twirls around at the edges, and a set of glasses where one of them is much larger than the other is currently writing something down there. And he looks up and he goes, "Yes, welcome to the head of the Dustwood Sanctuary. Could I help you with anything today?"
Yes, but first, excellent mustache. We're here to see the Bannermaster Llewellyn. We're here to actually get paid for some services we did.
Right, yes. Can I take a name?
We hadn't settled on that at the time. The contract with mine. Tristan.
Name. Tristan, right.
Sorry.
Just for the records. It's not this. Yes, right. Down the left-hand side here, left-hand hall. Down, follow it to the back. It's the big double doors.
Thank you very much.
Banner out the front. Yes. Don't make a mess.
I just let out a burp on purpose.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, have a good day.
Well, I assume we proceed onwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way down, and you see that this is, like they said, a big set of heavy wooden doors painted in this deep bluish color, and reinforced with metal. And as you make your way through, they sit closed currently. You will knock on them or anything, or are you just gonna push your way straight?
Knock. Be
Okay.
polite.
So you knock on the door. You hear the grating of a chair on a stone floor, and after a second, Llewellyn opens the door and he goes, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Well,
What do you think?
I've some business to conclude, I believe. It was your office who authorized the the mission, the task of finding out more about the cult. Is it that? Are we here? No, the dwarves are the other thing, right?
Mhm.
We did some recon at the Dustgrave.
Yeah, recon, right?
What? Come inside. He pushes the door open, the other door.
I'm very sheepishly going in because I'm not comfortable in this high and mighty area.
Right. Can you explain in more common terms exactly what it is you mean?
We were sent out
By
to
who?
investigate.
I guess I just give like a physical description of the guy who sent us out because Tilly would not remember his name.
You mean the Magus?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Talmerian.
Right. He sent you out to investigate the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did not notify me about it, but regardless, I will arrange payment for you.
I could have
No.
sworn we spoke to someone from the
We did.
warden.
We spoke to some soldiers from the Dustgrave, from the Dustwards first. Then they were like, it's not our business, go speak to the wizard guys. And then we did, and then boom.
Well, regardless, it did not make its way to my desk. I had seen you previously speaking to the Magus. I did not know the reason. Right. I need a full recount of what happened there.
There was a lot of sand.
Screaming.
This is the
killing,
bard's area of expertise.
Rituals, cults.
big crystals. Weird lizards. Skeletons.
Scorpions.
Scorpions. That was one. Yeah.
And an evil
Oh
weapon in
yeah,
the shape
one of
a
your
claw.
ex-residents is a dickhead who is doing a ritual, and he's mentioned another site, and we didn't get to kill him in time.
Right. This is a lot of information, but...
Oh, and the lake drying out might have something to do with it.
Right. Okay. If you say so. Can you give me it in a step-by-step, as a scouting report would be laid out? What you encountered first, and then after that, and then after that. Ordering matters in these things.
Tristan.
He's
Okay,
got-
so we were originally sent out to do some reconnaissance, and when we arrived at the site from a distance, we spotted that there were a group of individuals, some not quite alive, seeming to be controlled by another person who seemed to be alive. There was an altercation. They all became dead. We entered inside the area where it wasn't all too easy to sneak through without being seen, because it was a very tight tunnel system. There were multiple altercations throughout. One room filled with sand with... we found out that there were basilisks, right? From Talmerian?
Yes.
Yeah. They had a couple of basilisks. That was almost terrible. Well, it was terrible. It was almost really terrible. We moved on from there. There was a room with an eye that stopped magic. That may have been also a device to be able to spy on a particular room. We dealt with that. Maybe not as suddenly as we should have. We carried it for a while. We fought some people who turned into giant scorpions. And then there was a ritual. We're not entirely sure what that ritual was involving. And Akia was there. We were fighting a lot of things, one of which being a giant snake thing, more dead people. The ritual seemed to have been a success. There's a crystal glowing. Not entirely sure what that does. And we left to come back and report what we did on our reconnaissance mission.
Right. So, necromancy, druidism.
And a lot of sand.
Right. You see, the entire time that you've been explaining all this, he's been writing it down furiously in a report. Right. Well, I believe that we can spare some funds for that. CEO pulls out a key from around his neck, unlocks a drawer in his desk. Yes, right. Starts pulling out these small, it's like a small metal holder, and you see there's gold coins in each of them. Pulls them out. Pulls 10 of them out in total, and he goes, right. Pushes them across the desk towards you. 1,000 gold for your services rendered here.
Well, thank you very much.
It's good to have this with you.
Yeah. Please let us know if there's anything more we can do.
I will. Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
I feel like maybe Tomarion might be better to get some of potentially the details you might need. They seem to have more insider knowledge on a few more of the actual elements that were involved.
I see. I will convene with the Magus at the earliest opportunity. You see, he looks up at the clock. In fact, I may go there now. Right. Thank you for your report. Hopefully next time your endeavors will reach me before you finish them.
Hopefully.
Right, the city thanks you.
Can I try and insert check him to see what exactly he's tense about?
Sure.
Because, you know, as a regular citizen, you'd kind of assume the bureaucracy all has it figured out. 14.
14. Hard to read. It's he seems to be just, you're not sure whether he's just tense because he's woken up this morning to find the lake drained, or if the workload's heavy, but he seems quite hard to figure out the exact reason why. So yeah, you need to, by the way, but
I'll just look down then and
okay.
keep quiet.
All
But
right.
we have other business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Llewellyn stands up and goes, I will escort you out. I'm going to see the Magus, it seems, anyway.
Very well.
All right. So, leads you over to the door and opens it, lets you all through. Walks to the front with you, and you see, sort of stops on the steps outside and begins speaking to a guard. He's like, thank you again for coming.
Anytime.
All right. So, where are you heading to now?
Dwarven Consulate? Get that out of the way.
May as well while we're here.
Right. Okay, then. So, you're just going to head straight there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. 1 second. I just need to turn my light on because I can't see my notes right now.
We've definitely got the guards and the wizards into a bit of a beef.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not our fault that they don't talk to each other. God.
Okay. So,
Are we supposed to not tell them? Because I don't remember that, but
It's not our
We got
problem
paid.
now, right?
We got paid, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
so you make your way across the street to the Dwarven Consulate, and you see it's a townhouse that seems to have been converted into whatever use it may have here. Yeah. So you just go up to the door and open it straight in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asking an awful lot of questions for walking across the street and going into a building.
Well, make sure there's nothing you guys want to do in the meantime. No special way you want to do it. All right.
Is there a secret knock we don't know about?
Any,
Just because a DM.
no,
asks
do we
a
need fanfare?
Just because the DM asks a question doesn't mean there's something dodgy with it.
Just mostly, usually.
No, not at all. It just means the DM wants to make sure what your actions are. Jeez, guys. All right.
Nah, we just stroll across and stroll on in.
Okay. As you push the door open, the interior of here is awash with oak furnishings and heavy dwarven furniture, thick carpets on the floors, and on a day like today, that means it's very warm.
Mm-hmm.
And as you open it up, there's a long corridor here where the room leads off to the left, and at the end of the corridor, it seems there's another room. There's a door in the way that has a key, currently in the lock of that door. And you hear a very thick dwarven voice come from the room to your left. It goes, "Hey, excuse me, who's coming into the consulate today? Not expecting anyone."
Are they still in that room, or have they come out?
They're still in that room, yeah.
I'll go and like pop my head in.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
who are you then? And you see there is the dwarf is sat there in the front room. There's actually two of them. The one that addressed you, though, they're currently sat in two chairs by the window. There's a small table between them, of which there's a decanter sat on the table, and they've both got a small glass, and there's what looks to be dwarven whiskey in it. It stands up. This dwarf is female. She's much more lithe than most dwarves you've seen. There's a wicked scar up one of her cheeks, and a second one, which is actually almost catches the nose, like two of them up the side there. She's got long sideburns, traditional of dwarven women, and she's got ratty, sort of brownish hair, tied back in a ponytail right now. She goes, "So, what can I do for you?" There's more of you. Oh,
Yep. We're
So-
actually here to ask a couple of questions about some stuff.
oh, right. What's this? By the way, my name's Gilsa. Hey, Gilsa Nevertire.
I'll fall off my hand and say Gunhild Firebraid.
Hey, nice to meet you, Gun. Hope you don't mind that name.
Nope. Prefer it.
Good. So, what can I do for you today? What questions is it you want to ask?
And I kind of like look at the group as like, how much information are we gonna tell them? Obviously, I wouldn't say that out loud.
Oh. Well, I can't respond to it then.
Yeah, I give you like kind of like that whole
It was all important dwarf stuff, right?
Okay, all right. We have found one of the great anvils.
You see the other figure at the table sort of perks up, turns to you. Did I hear you say you found a great anvil?
I mean, I wouldn't get too excited. It was really, really broken.
Broken?
Yeah, right down the middle.
You see, he stands up and he unhooks a hat that was on the opposite side of the chair to where you were seen and puts it on. Puts a piff helmet on.
Oh, I
Stands
hate this
up,
guy already.
pulls his breeches, and he's like, and you see he's got this thick pair of jam jar glasses on with this really wild gaze underneath them, a squirrely beard that seems to just twist in various different directions. It's tried to be held in by braids in various different places, but it's just not working in any reasonable fashion. And he goes, "Oh, one of the great anvils. That's troubling. Smashed, you say?"
Yeah.
You seem awfully chipper about the destruction of one of the most prized relics of the dwarves.
She's not Dalek.
It's a big anvil.
No, but
She
Moradin
doesn't
is still one
understand.
of her gods. Just as Moradin is everyone's god.
I
know how
know
it is?
that. You know that.
Right. Come, let us sit. You have much to tell me. By the way, my name, I am Kimball Wildgaze, renowned dwarven explorer, archaeologist, and historian. They call me an old finder. I find old things.
Makes
it's in
sense.
the name. Yes. So, tell me, whereabouts did you find this this old great anvil? You see,
Calraz Hawkle.
that hold's been lost for generations.
It's not lost anymore.
Yeah, we found that too.
I mean, we've always known where it was.
Yeah, we went there. And Gunhild here made sure that the her ancestors could be proud of her. We cleared it out as best as we could.
The dwarf looks at Yugun the same way that two people speaking a different language would look at someone who look at each other after they've just witnessed someone try to speak their language. It's a similar sort of look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it is true. We went into the Calraz. We cleansed it as best we could. No doubt there's some things still remaining in there, but we dealt with the source, I think.
So, what exactly was it in there? We know it's been lost in a way of that hasn't been any dwarves living there, but no one has ever ventured there.
That's a very complicated answer.
Well, I'm a very complicated answer sort of guy.
I think hubris might have been the downfall of Kara's Hockle.
Pah. Actually, no, that's quite. Yeah, it's quite. Yes, never mind. My hubris got ahead of me there.
I was about to say, already incoming.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to get rid of the dwarven pride sometimes, you understand? Someone in my position doesn't have the platitudes of being able to make it so that it seems as if we dwarves have made no mistakes in our time.
Feeling so
So
called
beyond
out right now.
The news of an anvil, of a Kureon anvil there, is most interesting. All of their locations are said to be known and kept secret by the High King.
Do I know who the king is or what that means?
The current High King, the current High King is the King of the Dwarves. It's the Thane of Thanes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Who bears, they currently always bear the title Thane Maker. And the current one is Liot Thane Maker.
I mean, this one didn't seem very secret.
Well, not every dwarven hoard contains a Kureon anvil. So you understand that it's more of a secret of keeping which ones are, which holds contain an anvil, and they are quite secret. You just visited one before the age where we began hiding them, before people began misusing them.
Oh no, I think the one we found was pretty misused.
It's broken, which means it must have been. Tell me, what did you find there exactly?
I'll let Tilly take the lead on this one.
So, on top of it, which, probably the last thing that was made on it, given that it was really, really broken, there was a claw, like a gauntlet kind of claw, and it had a voice in it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It was like magic.
It was cursed.
It was
Right.
evil.
It was pretty
I see.
cool, to be honest, but, they said it was cursed, so...
It does belong to me.
Can I see this, Gauntless?
It was taken away from us.
You seem awfully chipper about all of this.
Well, no longer having a cursed item around is a little bit of a way off, but then also it's more a case of, well, who has it now?
Can you tell me any more specifics about this item? It's long been mythologized that the anvils could be used to create items of sentience, but no one is sure how these items get created, you know?
There was like, what color was the stone in the back? It was like orichalcum, right?
No, it was the stone in the back was obsidian.
Obsidian. Okay,
Oh, gem.
close enough. I don't think that's a word Tilly would know, so she'd really just describe it.
I see. And that doesn't tell me much. Obsidian is a gemstone. It's not particular.
It had a name, right, Tilly?
Yeah, Galcresh.
An interesting name. It's got a certain ring to it, doesn't it? Certain evilish ring. I can see why it's evil now. Yes.
Telmarian said it was made by one of Moradin's children, aspects.
That was the
Daughter?
name of one of them.
Yeah.
No, there's no divine is known by Galcresh.
Galcresh was her surname, as far as I recall.
Well, dwarves don't have surnames. It's a
Or something. I don't know.
Was there another name in Dwarven that we heard of? Because sometimes they have different names, right?
It says that we're being told different things by different people.
Mm.
Well, I can assure you I'm telling you the correct things. My job is the chronicling of Dwarven history.
Think
And the
about
six
Moradin's
divines
culture.
of Moradin are very important to Dwarven culture. Actually,
I believe you. It just means someone else is lying to us.
I have a book. If you want to learn more about them, I have a book.
I don't.
I do.
I wouldn't mind.
Right, I have a copy of it. You'd have to pay me a bit of gold for it, but
I think we might be able to spare some.
Yeah, I think we might be able to.
have you heard of an epic poem before?
Have I ever?
Well, the Six Kin of Moradin is one of the epic poems from the origins of Dwarven history and details how the six divines of Moradin made their way across the world and created the first instances of Dwarven society. I'm sure you'd like it. 10 gold and it's yours now. Go get it for you right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
go on then.
Hand him 10 gold. He goes over to the bookshelf and says, yes. Pulls out this big, thick, leather-bound book. Hands it over to you. And you see on the front, it does say, in Dwarven writing, and in common, it says on the front, the Six Kin of Moradin.
That rhymes.
I know, that was the point. It's, for player information, it's kind of like the Iliad.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, in the sort of, theme of it. It seems like that old wizard was trying to spook you. It's weaving you some tales of evil gods. Dwarves don't have any evil gods. If you're thinking of the closest thing the dwarves to have an evil god, that would be Volgoda Ash Virtue. She believed that the Dwargar were not beyond salvation, and that the rifts between our two societies were purely something that could be fixed over time. So she walked into the Underdark to try and help them. She hasn't been heard from since. Or so the legends say.
I think that's the one. The
might
wizard
be the
just
one.
got it twisted. Because you know
What
how
was the name?
non-dwarves are. They hear our mythology, they hear our stuff, and just
Right, but it's one thing to say that and another thing to say Galcresh. It's a bit different. You might want to have a pop in with this wizard. Which one was it?
let's ruin his day even more. It was Telmarian.
Oh, I've spoken to Telmarian a couple of times. A smart one, that one. Very kind. Never seen him be condescending in his life. Which is nice for a wizard.
Mm.
You seem confused by that.
Just been across a few wizards in my travels, and they've all been certainly very unique people. Shall I just phrase it that way?
I don't know. I feel like they were very similar.
I'll take your word for it. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I've been disconnected from what's kind of going on in the greater Dwarven sphere. I've been traveling a lot, and I've not really been coming across many of our kind, so what's the news? What's going on? You know, that's...
Not much. Everyone's sort of just preparing for the Fane meet happening next year. Beyond that, it's been fairly quiet, to be honest. If you want to know more about that sort of thing, though, Ulrich's the person to ask.
Ulrich? Where's Ulrich?
He's upstairs getting some kip. Took a nasty wound on the way in here. Some crazy cultists.
Oh, I know him! Cool. Yeah, we actually bumped into each other on the road.
All right. Well, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to seeing you again then.
Yeah, I might just pop up and see him.
All right, yes. He'll probably be awake right now. If he's not, throw some water on. Or maybe don't do that. Apparently there's a shortage.
Yeah. Stockpile now. The lake's drying up. You didn't hear it from me.
I have not drunk water in like 78 years by this point in time, so I'm not about to start now.
Fair enough. If you excuse me for a second, guys, I just want to go have a quick chat with Ulrich. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Yeah, I'll dash upstairs and go find Ulrich.
All right. So you see there's a number of rooms up here because the consulate's basically a stopping point for any dwarven officials or just displaced dwarves that come through this area, such as yourself. And one of the rooms, all of the rooms are open. All the doors are open apart from one. So you can figure that's the one that Ulrich is currently staying in.
I will knock.
All right, and you just hear a voice from within. Hey, come in. You got some whiskey?
I will come in and I'll say, no whiskey, but I've got beer.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought you were Gilsa. And you see he's laid on the bed and he's got bandages around his torso. He's like, so. Oh, hold up, I know you.
You do?
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Killing all those cultists.
Quite a few, yeah, actually. Just yesterday, yeah.
That's good. It's a bit warm today, isn't it?
It's horrible, I hate it. How do you even...
Hey.
Ugh.
So, I mean, I live in a volcano, so...
Fair.
Hey, you know what they say about living in a volcano, though?
No, what did they say?
They can't burn your house down. It's already on fire.
Fair enough. You can't burn our houses down anyway. Most of them are made of stone.
I don't know. I've seen some alchemists manage it.
Fair enough. They could probably set fire to water, them lot.
They have done on various occasions. They call it firewater.
So, how are you doing? How's the wounds?
It hurts a wee bit. Hey. It's almost like I got stabbed with a sword.
Weird that, yeah.
Hey, so I have the feeling that well wishes are not the exact reason you're coming to see me.
No, well, I was just downstairs and I was asking around about, the current state of affairs. Because, like on the way here, we had like a little chat and I said I've not really been home for a while and I don't really know what's going on in the dwarf sphere, as it be. And you said that you were probably the best person to chat to.
Well, I am a messenger between the various different boards. Which one in particular you wanted to know about?
Oh, just in general and fuck it. How is Kalraz Kazaga?
Hey, Kazaga. It's I haven't really heard much about it recently.
How
Hey.
recently is recently?
Past 3 months. There's not been much out of it. It's a bit out of the way, you know, compared to where I'm based. So,
Mm.
unless I get purposely told news about it, I don't really see it. I've not had to be called there in any time recently, which is probably good news, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means there's no messages of urgency coming out of the area, so
Mm-hmm.
I see that as a good thing.
So last time you were there, or you heard about it, must have been a while ago, right?
Probably a while, eh?
Yeah. Who was the Thane at the time?
Oh, I can't remember.
Hmm. I heard any sort of news coming out about, changing hands of power or anything like that.
Well, I mean, it's happened quite a few times in Dwarven history. Just why?
Just curious, just curious. I was from out that way, and I always just want to know what it's like back home, I guess. So,
Hey,
the name Burn Ember, would that mean anything to you?
hey, Burn Ember. Hey, ain't that the current Fane of Kazagar?
Sure is.
Hey, it's been that way for what? Oh, I don't know if it's the same one, but what are going on? What's 20 years by this point?
20.
Aye.
Mm. All right. Well, I'll let you get your rest then.
Aye. You sure you're alright, miss?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's a little bit homesick.
Hey, I know how you feel. I come away from home and I get stabbed. Hey, anyway. I hope I can be with some help to you.
It was, yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's been right. Good to see you again. I'm glad you're doing well.
Well, rest up and I'll see you around. Yeah.
Hey,
I just sort of leave. And then when I come back downstairs, I have kind of a grumpy face. Not like a frowny face, but just kind of like resting bitch face. There we go. That's...
When don't you have that?
I'm gonna say so. You just look like Gun.
Fuck you guys. I knew that was coming. The second those words left my lips, I was like, you fuckers. So, are we good to go?
I think so.
Yeah, unless there's anything else to want to say.
I'm done.
Okay.
Sounds like we're good then.
Alright. I'm gonna just go find that enchanter. I've got some I need to do. I'll meet you guys later at the pub, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to go to the enchanter too, but I'm getting a sense you kind of want to do your own thing right now.
I mean, you can go to the enchanter, just go a different way from me. I need a walk.
That's fair.
All right.
I'll let you go by yourself then.
Okay. So, as you guys begin to make your way out into the greater city, we're going to take a quick break here. As we all need to go get another drink and see if we can sort Jamie's mic out.
Yeah.
So, we will see you guys in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. We're back, everyone, and now Jamie isn't a robot. I think,
Hopefully.
hopefully, yeah, hopefully the internet in your new place is better than this one. Not that it can be much worse. So, which enchanters are you guys going to go to?
When I went to last time, I think I can't remember his name, but I can remember he was like a chill surf dude. And
Yeah,
I
he was
might
very
have
friendly.
threatened him a little bit. Oh no, he was West Country, that's right. Yeah, he started off chill surfer and went to Cornwall. I
think it
can't
was
remember
more
what
islands,
I
but
can't remember what his name was.
what his name was, or what the shop's name was.
Either the shop had a very fancy sign though, if I remember. It was like animated and moving.
Yeah, I don't actually know if you actually asked the shopkeep their name.
Probably didn't, because I'm very rude.
That seems like us.
Yeah.
The shop was called the Lake Skimmer's Trove.
The lake skin is true.
Yes. Are you wanting to go to the same one, Tristan? Or are you wanting to go to a different one?
I wasn't there last time, was I?
No.
I don't think so. Would I, having lived here, know any... am I roboting again?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
It's because it's warm and your root is having to keep up with it.
Yeah. Having lived here, would I be aware of any enchanters?
You'd be aware of a few. The Lake Skimmer's Trove is just one of them. There's 3 enchanters in the city.
Do they have any particular reputations that might sway me to go into one or the other? I know of.
Well, make an intelligence check for me.
It's gonna be a 7.
You wouldn't know of any of particular reputation of any of them. Unfortunately.
I'd just pick one at random then, I suppose. Not knowing which one gun went to, so there's a
Let's
chance.
see both. Actually, I'll roll for it, shall I?
While they're doing that, I want to go shop for a replacement dagger to replace the one that gun broke.
Oh, and I would like a new health potion.
You'd have to go to an enchanter for a health potion.
Okay, I'll tag along then.
Sorry, I can't find a d6. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. So, you're going with Tristan. Namari. Okay. All right. So, you guys make your way to one of the other enchanters, not the Lake Skimmer's Trove, but Gun. What are you doing on the way to the Lake Skimmer's Trove?
I am just taking an angry walk, a frustrated walk, and if anyone looks at me funny, I'll probably just punch him.
Yikes.
Fortunately, no one is in the. No one is really in enough of a mood today to pay much attention to you, so no one looks at you much. Everyone's too busy fretting about the fact that all the wells are drying up. So you just wander through, thinking of the conversation you just had and what appears to have happened with your home, considering the implications. And eventually you come to the street in which you've previously found the Lake Skimmer's Trove. You see the sign there, the enchanted sign that looks at you as you get close.
That's it.
Yeah, it's got the weird like silky
Mm-hmm.
that, like stares at you
Yep.
from like under the water.
I just go straight in.
Okay. And inside you see that the enchanter is, as last time, stood there, the big pudgy fellow with a long braided hair with the coloured beads, and he's like, "Oh, hey there."
Sorry. Hi. I have reconsidered your offer, and I would like you to enchant my thing.
Oh, it's good to know then. So, what exactly are you wanting on it?
Okay. I want something that is an event when it happens. I want me to pull this out in the midst of battle, and I want whatever I'm facing and my party to shit themselves. I want fear. I want...
Hey, wait a second. You're talking to me and you're saying I got the accent back now. You're talking to me and you're saying that you want me to enchant this to make your friends defecate themselves.
No, not literally.
Because I can put an enchantment on it that does that if you want.
No. I want this to be something special. I want this to cause fear, and I want this to hit hard and make a scene, but not something I'd use all the time, because then that'd just be fucking boring.
Wait, so you want this to be the sort of thing that you do every now and again to make something very scared? Should it be scared because you've pulled it out, or be scared because it hurts a lot?
Either or.
Either or. Alright then. I'll see what I can do with that. Probably take about a week.
I can do a week.
And, you see, he twists his hand and a small notepad appears on the desk. And, all in all, if you want something like that with such a strong enchantment that you could make someone figuratively shit themselves, let's see. Altogether, let's give it 5,500 gold.
I can do that.
Right? Alright then. I'll see you in a week.
In a week?
Actually, I'll be needing a down payment to make sure you're not scurrying off on me.
Yep.
So I'll take 2,000 now.
Shit. I didn't bring any money with me. I pop down my entirety of my purse, which is 59 gold. And I say I'll be back in a minute. And I run out and get them.
Miss... Oh, right. So as you sprint out, the other two, you find yourselves heading deep into one of the streets around Midreach Square. You'd heard of an enchanter here a few years ago, and this is a very old part of town, and the roofs are sort of leaning in towards each other. It's so old in this part. And as you go down, there's a building that's painted almost entirely black. It has a big bay window out the front with long, black lace blinds in it. And there is a sign and painted on in stark white lettering in a very pointed serif font. You see a sign which says the Styxian Sanctum.
Justin, if you press up against the wall, I'm sure you could get invisible that way.
Thank you.
Just stand here, stand in the shadow for a second. Yeah.
I mean, the fact that I can technically turn invisible doesn't have anything to do with it, right?
Well, no. I'm not saying you should turn invisible. It's just
No.
it's style. Like, as that you should be good here. You can get a discount out of that one, right?
Hopefully, you never know.
You're sort of do the shoulder thing. You're gonna get some new stuff. And we're gonna survive whatever comes next. Maybe, hopefully.
Well, that is the preferable solution. The preferable outcome. Yeah, not dying.
That is what I'm thinking about a lot these days. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, can we go in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I can go in.
Right. As you open the door, you hear this. It creaks like as you open it, and inside it's simply black on the out. There's black on the outside. And there's drapery all over the walls. And the back of the shop there is a tall portrait of a man dressed in very fine clothes with a doublet on, whose eyes seem to quest across the room, following you as you step in. There's various shelves throughout the shop here, and you see all manner of interesting items on them. There's one that seems to be variations of different forms of bags, each of them in different designs and styles. There's at the front there's a counter, and the counter has got a glass panel in it, and you see there's necklaces and rings. There's a weapon rack on one wall that has swords. There's a shield hung from it as well, and there's a bow as well. And as you walk in, you see, very much occluded by the shadow for a moment as you step in, this figure steps into the light, and you hear the clink as she puts this very fine teacup down on the saucer on the counter. And she's tall, probably about 7 foot in total, with long, pristine, straight black hair, this all smoky eye going on, with black lipstick, pale white skin. Just, oh, hello.
Good morning. Sorry
Good
to
evening.
bother you. Is it evening? I thought we'd slept and woke up and... Never mind. I got the wrong time of day, apparently.
It is morning.
She's just being difficult, basically. Okay.
She's goth. It's always evening.
Yeah, true. Well, I said morning, and really, is that not more goth? To mourn? Anyway. I hear wonderful things about this store's ability to enchant objects. Is this true?
Do I have to poison this time?
No one.
Why?
You don't have to poison anybody. I recently received a gift. The last gift, in fact, this person could ever give me. They passed away while I was out of town, and I returned to this, and I pull out the scarf.
I see.
And I was just wondering if, to honour their memory, if there was any way I could enhance this with the help of you, hopefully.
What exactly is it you're wanting to put on it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure what could be done. I'm a bard, you see. I tell the tales of others, less aware of what they can actually do until I get there.
You can enchant things as a bard, you know.
Yeah, but I prefer to tell stories. I don't dabble in that myself yet.
Do you do eulogies?
I'm leaning more towards it these days.
Good. What about black poetry?
My laments are something to behold, personally.
I find those the most beautiful.
So do I.
What is it you want on this scarf?
Well, what's within your realm of capability?
That is asking a god what their realm of capability is.
I'd
Whatever
be interested to
desire.
hear the answer.
You are the one to tell me what you want. I am not the one to give you. I am not a psychic, a medium. I hate my own thoughts. I do not wish to intrude upon others.
Very well. Perhaps something that would aid me. My abilities allow me to help sway people. Perhaps there's something you can do that would help protect me from similar influences.
I can
If someone were
certainly
to. If someone were to suggest I do something against my own will, is there anything you can help there?
Yes, that's entirely doable.
Could you tell me a little bit more about what would be required?
I would be able to shield you from any effect where someone could try and read your mind or alter your memory.
I like the sound of that.
Good. You never know when people might want to change what you think. Perhaps
Indeed.
make you kill your own family members.
That would be
Best-
quite difficult, since I am running quite short on those these days.
To kill a puppy, perhaps. You never know what evil people can do.
Probably kill
Best to
puppies.
have protection from stuff like that.
Yes, definitely, very much. Anyone
Can't
else with ideas like that would be terrible. It's a good thing you're here helping me defend against these kinds of people.
Absolutely. It would be a shame if you were to do any of those things.
It would.
Then we are at an impasse here. I have told you what I can give. You must tell me how much you can give.
Well, how much would this service normally cost?
I would say 1,500 gold pieces.
Have you ever heard of the Bard in Black?
I have not.
Really? Well, I happen to have inherited that title recently. It's a sad story, actually.
I like sad stories.
There are certain people, certain bards like myself in this world that are more in tune with the world song, and that manifests in certain different ways. For the Bard in Black, I'm tied to death in a certain way.
I like death. It intrigues me.
Well, it's starting to intrigue me a little bit more now.
The smell, the sound.
I've always been able to influence people to do better, but now, because of this, I can influence them to fail. I can draw closer. Yeah, it's quite strange to actually put into words now that I'm trying to.
Is it nice to see their hopes and dreams fade away in front of you? I saw that happen to my sister once. It was glorious. Right
It's
before-
indescribable, is what it is.
Intoxicating, I'd imagine.
Get out of there. Go get the town guard because you found a fucking serial killer.
Namari is so uncomfortable right now, standing there listening to this.
Get out.
Inside, it's just shudders.
Is it crawling in your skin? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
These ones, they will not heal.
She picks the teacup up again, drinks a bit of it, puts it back down again, and wipes the red stain off of her lips.
Oh my god.
Well, it's been an experience.
No, wait, hold up. I've done a complete 180. Tell me more about this person.
Susie's vampire fetish kicks in.
Meanwhile, Tristan's like, this better not awaken anything in me.
Too late.
So, how much did you say again? 1,000, was it? What? No.
1,500.
Okay. Thanks, Namari. It's great to know you remember the figures.
You're welcome. I'm standing. I'm using you as a shield because.
You're an interesting character.
Who?
Is who an interesting character? Who is she
trying,
referring
he's
to?
trying to? He's trying to do the thing that I did. It's cute. Staring.
So tell me, are you taking this or not?
You know, I will.
Excellent. It'll be a couple of days before it's ready. But I assure you it will be most wonderful when you get it.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, sure.
I trust that.
Insight. 17.
She's just very, very creepy.
You are just a ray of sunshine
Yeah,
in my
something
day.
my daughter tells me every day.
I can see why. Okay, so I have a lot of things to do. I shall be back in 2 days, was it?
3 days.
3 days, 3 days. Okay.
I require my payment up front.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
If I shudder to think of it, but do you sell health potions? And
I do, yes. Unfortunately, I do, yes.
how much?
50 gold each. Or 500 for a superior. Oh, sorry, greater.
I could use a few.
I have a few.
I'm saying that to Tristan, sort of whispery.
Oh.
So, I mean, I don't have the funds personally, but
I mean, yeah, no, it's useful. I'm all for spending it on that. I can't imagine the group would mind.
5.
5
One each.
health potions. Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
She reaches over, pulls out a small.
Namari in her mind is, please don't be blood, please don't be blood, please don't be blood.
Takes out 4 very small crystal decanters, almost like a perfume bottle.
Oh, those are pretty.
Filled with the same metallic red liquid. She puts 5 on the counter and goes, I hope you enjoy them. Such a shame. Life-giving magic.
Yeah, I
Sorry, I never got your name.
My name?
Yes.
take them.
Eve.
Eve. Lovely name. So, Eve, before we finish this transaction here, how do you like stories?
Depends upon the content of the stories.
Well, I have a particularly interesting few stories, actually, that involve necromancy and involvement with necromancers coming up against them and their collections.
Intriguing. Where that necromancy is banned.
It is. I happen to be some sort of an adventurer of sorts, going around collecting tales.
Perhaps you will be finding your way to my store soon then.
Perhaps. Now, how much would these stories interest you?
Not enough to give you a discount, my dear.
Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you?
Of course not.
Okay.
Don't try too hard, though. You might find something green slipped into your drink.
Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we?
No, we wouldn't.
No. Okay. Yeah, 1,500 was it?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
And 250 for the health potions.
Yeah, that's fine.
1,750 gold pieces. She takes out a piece of paper from underneath. If you would sign a contract, so that you may come and collect your item when it is done.
Yeah, of course. Can I have a moment with the contract?
Of course.
I would.
Will. Ink well.
Oh, I thought you said a will then for a second.
Me too.
I was just, no. Yeah, I'd like to go over this not will carefully, please.
Yes.
Is there anything in the fine print?
No, it just says this contract is between the proprietor of this store and the assigned. This is for delivery of any such goods purchased from said store. In the event of the assigned's death, all items and money as part of this transaction are forfeited to the owner of the store.
So basically, when I die, she gets the scarf.
Yes.
Okay.
For the duration of the contract.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sign it. Is the ink red?
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah, I'll sign it very elaborately. It's very fancy.
It's vellum as well. Not quite sure what the vellum is made from, though. It's usually goat.
Okay.
Usually.
I'll hand back the contract and hand over the money.
She takes it. Oh. My husband and I will be very grateful for enchanting such a fine piece of clothing.
Yes. I know I probably don't have to say this, but it's important to me. So,
of course, the gifts of the dead are the most important gifts of all.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'll see you in a few days.
I am out the door.
Mm-hmm.
She turns around and you just hear her go, "Oh, Adam, we have a new item to enchant."
Yeah, I'll leave.
So you leave and you go out into the midday, and it's very bright out here for some reason now. It's like after being in that store with all of the blackness, coming outside feels a lot brighter.
Mm-hmm.
Can I grab Tristan by the collar and go, "Where on earth did you hear about this place?"
I have very little memory of how I heard of this, but it was probably more a warning now that I think about it.
And I walk away.
Huh.
Still shivering and still with goosebumps and still feeling super uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit uncomfortable with the fact that I have to come back.
Oh, of course.
But hey ho. Moving on.
All right. So while this is happening, Gunn is trudging around town trying to find the two of you. What are Tilly and Ronan doing?
I'm buying a replacement dagger.
You are. What about you, Ronan?
Back at the inn, fixing up all the different redoing my bandages and stuff.
Plugging all of your holes.
More or less.
Yeah, because you were impaled.
Yeah, just making sure wounds clean, all that stuff, just in my rooms.
Yeah. Okay. So, Tilly, you find a local blacksmith, and you manage to purchase a small dagger. It's a dagger. It's fine. It costs you a couple of gold. It's nothing too out of the ordinary, unless you would like to have it enchanted, in which case you can go to the Styxian Sanctum.
You know, between all the enchanting we're getting, I think we're probably going to be pretty good on money. So I'll leave it.
Okay. So you grab your dagger. Ronan's cleaning his wounds. Gun, eventually you meet up with Tristan and Namari, who both look a bit shell-shocked in an alley on the way back to the inn.
What happened?
I looked into the abyss and
I
it
don't-
looked back.
It drank blood.
What?
It drank blood. There's a vampire. Would I know of vampires at this point? No. Okay. There's a really creepy woman in this town. And she has a shop. And she talks about death a lot. Which I've had enough of, frankly, over the last couple of days. I'm very much done with death.
Mm, mm.
However, I have to go back in 3 days.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
look.
going alone. I'm not going in
So
there.
yeah.
I actually want to go next time just to check this out. She's
Oh, please come with me. Please come with me. It'll be hilarious.
Susie, you shouldn't break character like that.
Nope.
Oh, I mean, look what she's done to you two just in the conversation. Holy
Mm.
shit.
We got health potions. They
Oh.
might not be health potions. They might kill us. They're red, and I show her one.
Do they look like health potions?
They do?
Yeah, they look alright to me. Yeah, so Tristan, I need money.
Okay. I mean, not to be nosy, but how much and why?
2,000 and it's for the tail that I chopped off. I'm getting it turned into something.
Oh, nice. Cool. Fair enough. It's a lot, but fine. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I
I did earn most of that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we all kind of chipped in, didn't we?
Yeah, well.
But fair enough. Yeah, I'll
Too
hand
bad.
over the 2,000.
Thanks, and then I just run off back to the shop.
All right. So you get back to the shop and hand it over to the enchanter.
There's your money.
Oh, it's good to know. For a second there, I thought you just wanted to come back.
No.
Right. You're all right there.
Cool. Right. Week.
Right.
See you then. Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
And then I go back.
You hear as you walk up, you're like, there's some strange people in town these days.
I'm just like fucking not dwarves and fucking weird and fucking this place is hell and it's fucking warm and shit and fucking. Go back to the tavern.
All right. So you head back to the tavern. By this point in time, it's probably like 2 in the afternoon-ish. You get there and Ronan is looks like the mummy. But decidedly less scarab eating. So you'll sit around in a table, I'd imagine. Get your usual table.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Who needs a health potion? I got a few. Ronan, you look like you need a health potion.
No, I'm fine. Nothing a health potion will do now. Just have to keep the wound clean and make sure that the bandages get swapped out. That's it.
I'm push a health potion to him and stare at him.
Can one of you not like magically fix that? What?
Yeah.
Ronan, you could magically fix that.
I can stop all of the major damage, but it doesn't get away all of the stuff. So
Push the health potion a bit closer. And put the others on the table and take one for myself.
I'll grab one.
I'll take on.
Yeah, we all might as well. There's one each.
What type of health potion are they?
Regular.
Just normal potion of healing.
Regular. Okay.
Yeah, they're not diet.
Pot of heal.
Do they taste like iron brew?
No,
Are they made of god dusts?
they're not.
Oh. I don't want it.
Okay.
Alright,
So,
so
where are we headed next? I guess we could wander around and ask people if there's any caves nearby, but I'm not sure that would be the best way forward.
Hmm.
Check out the tower.
I was thinking that. Do we know that tower in the middle of the lake, whether or not it's still in use or if it's more derelict at this point?
It's not in use. It's a sacred site, so it's taken care of. But no one is allowed onto the island unless they are part of the priesthood of Endel.
Did
So-
the Magus seem concerned about it? So Marion, he didn't really mention it, did he?
Tomarian didn't mention the tower at all.
Maybe it's worth checking out, but to do it legitimately, we might have to get permission from the church. Maybe an escort.
Or alternatively, we could find a bunch of priests, beat them up, steal their uniforms, and go in. That'd be fun.
I mean, or I can just make myself look like I'm wearing their uniform. But I mean, if we're trying to help, maybe doing it the
I know. It was just
because then if you get permission, you can agree on a price.
Surely if people look after this island, they'd know about it if something was going on.
True.
So we can at least ask them if anything weird's happening. And they could be like, oh yeah, there's this thing that drains water. We didn't connect the two.
I
Could
mean,
happen.
at this point, anyway, this tower is just a hypothesis.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's access to the tower anyway, I don't understand why draining the lake would be anything to do with the tower. You could just walk up to the tower. He's clearly strong enough. He could just walk up to the tower and be like, boom, it's mine now, or destroy it. Like, why would he have to dick about draining the lake first? Like, that's not...
Maybe there's caves under the lake or something they need to access. I don't know.
Well, they seem like they can use magic. They should be able to magically be able to go underwater. It feels to me like draining the lake to get at something either on the tower or on the lake is counterproductive because all you're going to do is draw all the attention of the town to the lake.
Makes
To
a
me,
good
that
point.
just seems completely counterproductive. That magic.
I think maybe either Tristan was onto something earlier with getting all the water to unleash it somewhere else, or alternatively, they're all about the heat and sand and shit. It's real hot now. You get rid of that lake, this place will turn into a desert. So maybe they're wanting to destroy Dalnelm. I don't know why. We don't know what beef this Akia guy has with Dalnelm, besides the fact he was a past citizen. I mean, we could probably see what his connection to Dalnelm is, why he was here in the first place.
Do we know, did the Magus mention what he used to be, what he used to do?
He didn't. He just mentioned the name, Joseph Tolman.
And we know there is like another site. So whatever they were doing there, they're doing it again somewhere else. And I don't know how long it took them to set it up that time. But we might have less time now, considering they have Galkrish.
Mm.
Well, it took them long enough to set up that the town was made aware of it, even if they didn't make us aware of it. They knew that something was going on, the wizard said, so
Mm-hmm.
our only lead to a second site is to find somewhere that something is going on.
I mean, maybe we could just ask about like any strange caves or keeps or ruins or, yeah, the kind of thing people would go off to hide in.
Yeah, I mean, that's assuming the second site is around Dalnelm, but I mean, it's worth checking just in case.
I mean, if it isn't around Downhill, I don't think we're gonna get there in time.
Oh no. See, that's it. We don't know anything about this guy. We don't know what his motivations are. We don't know what any of this is achieving. All we know is that he used to live here. Now he's all involved with some fucked up cult. And now the lake's disappearing. And we don't know why. We don't know how it's all connected. It's... Brr.
And
Stu,
don't forget that he doesn't like us either.
Well, no.
it's a bit of a stretch, I know, and you know, but considering that my job at the Grin was to sort of get information? Would I know of any person who's extremely well connected? Any secrets that
You could probably ask someone at the Grin.
I've been thinking that, and I'm not happy about it.
There's, you probably know of an information broker. The Grin has quite a few of them in the city, mostly around Valen's Corner, which is sort of the much more downtrodden area of the city. It's by the docks, which it's ironically directly opposite the Endel Groves. But yeah, they do have an information broker that you spoke with, who was poised as a drunkard at the Bard's Trousers, named Zashir Elfin.
Zashir Elfin, is that human?
A human, yeah. And last name is Effan.
Whenever I had to find out more about specific people in this town, there was one person I would go to. Haven't seen him in a while. Don't really want to see him again. Like I said, they don't do anything out of the kindness of their heart. But
We could
connected.
do that. We could do that as like a last resort. I'm sure there's plenty of people in this town we can ask.
I don't know though. Someone connected with the criminal underground is gonna know pretty much all of it. The stuff
We
they
don't
want
know.
us to know and the stuff they don't want us to know.
Well, we don't know if Akio was connected to the criminal underground himself.
Are you feeling brave enough to go find this person, Namari?
Really? Right now, that's what you're going to say to me. Never mind. Forget it.
Thought so.
So what are we doing?
I guess we're door knocking. Then finding out about this guy. Or local ruins, caves, whatever.
I mean, if we wanted to find out about him, I'm not sure where we'd start.
Maybe the Dusk Ward. If he caused any local trouble, if he was a vocal antagonist to the way the things are run, if he was, could check the clergy, if he was a man of religion that turned away from religion.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly got magical power, so maybe Telmerian knows more and just didn't tell us.
I feel like there's every chance of that one.
Well, that's a lot of options, so we should narrow that down.
Should I do Telmerian first?
Sure, we can ask him about the Galquish thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, so Are you heading to the Commorancy? All right. So you head back across town in the road you've trodden a few times at this point. And once again, you find yourselves in front of the Commorancy. The same brass doors from the previous time are on the side of it. So what would you like to do here?
So before we go in, what are we actually asking? Just more about him as a person before he left and came back and was, well, the person we met. It's just background at this point.
Yeah, but I
Think so.
feel like it might give us some more like context for his motivations. Like at this point, we know nothing about him. And then I suppose if there are any local ruins or anything, Telmerian will probably know about it because,
That's true.
you know, them
Yeah.
learned
Especially if
folks.
that ruins that are like magic or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe there's magic ruins that cults do things in.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. At least we know what we're asking before we go in. Shall we knock?
Yep.
All right.
Knock on the door.
So you go up and you knock on the brass door, and a few seconds pass. No answer.
Did he go to the crystal?
Very likely. And we did send a lot of people sort of his way today.
This is also true.
Is there windows we can peek in through?
Yeah, there is the like arrow slit windows.
Yeah, I'm small. I'll take a peek.
Okay. So you pull yourself up and you look through, and the drift globes are on inside. You see all of the arcane trinkets are whirring and spinning and floating.
He's either in and not responding, or I don't know. Maybe he can't hit the door. Everything's on inside.
All right, Tristan, that were a soft knock anyway.
As you slam on the door flings open. As you hitting it just pushed it in. The door was open.
Hey, look! The door magically opened.
Wow.
Roll for deception.
I don't think that's a good sign.
I don't think it is either.
I call out to Tolmerian. Just shout his name out.
No response.
We should keep our wits about us.
Yep.
I'm
Hand
gonna
is drifting towards the sword handle.
I
sneak in.
I summon the magpie
Okay, and it appears on your shoulder.
and let it fly in, looking through its eyes.
Yeah, it flaps in and goes through all the rooms. Nothing in there. No people. But in one of the rooms, there was what appears to be a smashed, bottle on the floor.
I snap back. Something's broken inside a bottle, maybe a fight.
Go running in to have a look.
Okay, so as you run in, there's this main area where you'd spoken to Tolmerian every time previously, and then it leads off past that. You go into one of the rooms, and it looks like a small pantry. And there's a number of bottles, but one of them has fallen off, or otherwise has not with the rest of them, and is broken on the floor. And there is like a deep, like a red liquid. It's wine. It's wine. I don't know why I'm describing it. It's wine.
Can't
Just
believe
the
you ran
one?
into-
I
What's that?
need two
the one.
glasses.
Is it just one broken bottle?
Yeah.
Huh.
And there's no other signs of struggle in the house.
Not that you can see, no.
Okay, have a better look.
Can I smell the wine, see if it is
Sure.
poison, perhaps?
Both of you two make investigation checks. Tilly and then Mari.
I'm legendarily good at these. As everyone
12.
Okay.
knows. My investigation. Oh, it's +2. 17.
All right. So, Tilly, you look around and you find you just go between different rooms, and the bed hasn't been slept in. It looks like it hasn't been slept in for a few days. There's like, when you leave stuff for a bit and you get that thin layer of sort of dust when you move something, it feels slightly off.
Yeah.
Over all of the bed sheets, there's no signs of any of the wash facilities being used for a bit. And Namari, you sniff it, and it's it smells like wine, like stale wine. There's this hint of this acrid scent to the back of it.
I come down from the bedroom. Nobody's been using this bed or anything in this house. No one lives here.
I don't think this is just wine.
This guy's running some kind of weird grift, and I don't like it.
Can I
look?
cast Detect Magic as a ritual on the wine?
Yeah, sure. You don't find anything magic about the wine. Obviously, there's a lot of magic in the house because it's a wizard's house, but there's no particular magic on the wine.
Could be poison.
Anything strange on the labels?
The label actually reads Dim Hollow Trading Co. Finest Sauvignon.
Can I have a look around and see if there's just like the personal effects, wardrobe, blah, blah, stuff like that. And if there's anything that, because we thought he might be going to investigate the crystal. So maybe like the absence of traveling gear or just something that if they left intentionally, if, things might still be there or not.
Make an investigation check for me. And Tilly, you'd
Yes.
know from your past that a Sauvignon is a white wine.
Oh, yeah, I point that out. And also, as Tristan's walking off, I say, that bed's not been used in days, Tristan. We spoke to him last night.
If we did speak to
Investigation was
him.
an 18. Either way.
There's no signs of any clothes missing.
Yo, the stain's red. Sauvignon's white.
Yeah, this isn't... I don't know what it is, but it's not wine. I smash another barrel on the floor. Not barrel. Bottle on the floor. Just to check
It's a whole barrel. You smash another bottle on the floor, and do you look particularly at the label before you do it?
Yeah.
You look, and there's no other labels with the same label as this one. You just pick up a bottle,
Okay.
and it's another bottle of Sauvignon, and you smash that, and it is white, and it smells like wine.
So what the heck is this on?
I'm starting to think things. What was Tilmarian actually investigating, separate to the guard?
Fuck!
About the cult in particular, or
Just the investigations that were open that he was helming, as opposed to the things that the guard were doing, because he was dealing with the cult, wasn't he?
He wasn't dealing with the cult, which is exactly why. Also, he said that's exactly why he sent you. He didn't say what else he was working on currently.
Can I go through his desk with Detect Magic still up as well, making sure there's no magical traps, perhaps finding any notes, finding anything?
Yeah. There's a couple of magical traps on there, which you skirt around as best you can. The notes are on all sorts. There's it seems that Tilmarian has only been here a few weeks. It being a Cormorancy, it's whoever is the local wizard in residence uses it. There's discussion with other members of the Arcana Caistum about various different magical rituals. There's some reports of from places in the Halfland Expanse that Tomarian appears to be writing up a report, a post-mortem of time spent there prior to coming here. But the reports end about 4 days ago. There's no other letters or anything sent out.
You guys, something.
4 days ago, and we've seen him last night.
Yeah. Or did we?
And
Was
before
he
that,
him?
when was
Okay.
the last time we spoke before that? Because that was the same guy, definitely with the bases and everything.
That was the day before.
That's
day
why the
before.
guard never knew that we'd gone out to the thing, because this wasn't the real Tomarian.
Mm-hmm.
This
But
is someone else. This is something
banner-
else.
The banner person had been here.
Mm-hmm.
They
Which
spoke to them
he-
the same day we did.
Well, if you're playing a role, you play that role. You know, you live the life. Can I go to the desk? Is there any sort of official seal to sign, seal letters and scrolls
warned
with
Kristen
on
of
the
magical-
desk?
Of the traps, just to
Yeah.
note.
It doesn't look like it. Usually people you have a ring that they wear on their finger.
Right.
But the documents that are there,
Mhm.
they're folded up in letters, and you can see there is the remnants of a seal that's obviously broken. Now the letter's been opened on the letters.
But there's no way to sort of, if we were to write a letter, there's no way we can make it look like it was from Tomarian externally of the letter.
Possibly, but it'd be very difficult
Right. Okay.
without
This
having the ring.
spilt red liquid. Can I basically soak a handkerchief in it and then put that in the bag of holding?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you take out your handkerchief and you soak it, and it's very heavy. It turns this very heavy red color, and you put it in the bag of holding.
We on that CSI shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking about what was the name of the head of the guard again?
Bannermaster Llewellyn McGonnell.
No, what was his
Man.
boss? It was Lady
you mean
Vulgarian.
No,
Was it?
she's the self-proclaimed true leader
Right.
of Dalnell. She's the noble family.
Right, yeah.
It's March Lord Aldrich Everbloom is the de jure leader. The half elf.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because that's when we met here before, wasn't it?
Her and Llewellyn.
Yeah. Guys, my thinking was to maybe forge a letter so that we could get in to see. I can't even read my own notes after asking you what her name was. Aldris. Because she's the tippy top of the totem pole, and she's either in league with it or fooled by him. So I don't know if we need to inform her of what's happened here or what.
Whatever's happening, it managed to fool the banner master, and they seem like pretty personal friends. I think we should be more concerned about what we've been telling this person.
Has it fooled him though? He seemed suspicious, or well, not suspicious, but taken aback by when we told him.
Speaking of, where is he?
Mario,
Where
and
is he? Yeah, he was
was
supposed
to
to come
come
see him
here.
today.
I reckon we go see if our dear Bannermaster is home.
That seems wise.
See what they know, or if they're not there. Either way, we'll learn quite a bit.
Okay. So you heading out of the Cormorant and heading towards the guardhouse.
Can I take one of those drift globes so I have two?
They're a bit high up,
I'll give Tilly a
Oh.
boost.
and they require attunement, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Nope, they don't.
They don't. Okay, so you steal a drift globe from the maid.
Nice.
Take one off,
That's how I do.
and trying to whisper to figure out what the command word is as it just glows in your hand.
Shit.
It's going to take some time to figure that out. For now, though, I'd imagine you just wrap it in, stuff it in the bag of holding.
We good.
I'm assuming there are no random magical items lying around, because that would be...
Not unless you want a random floating doohickey or a spinning doohickey or a whatsamajig.
You got any dingle hoppers?
There is.
I would like a dingle hopper, actually.
What about a whatsamajig?
There is a whatsamajig. Yep,
A thingamabob.
I'll take
there
two.
is. There's actually 3 fingerbobs.
Are there gizmos
got
and gadgets
plenty.
aplenty?
Yes.
Who's it and what's
Who's
it
it? What's his galore?
Yes. You want fingerbobs? He's got plenty.
But who cares? No big deal. I want more. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. So you pillage the Gomorancy.
Yeah, good idea. Because when we bring them back, we can say, "Look, they've been robbed."
And you head out towards the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Back towards the Endel Groves. When you get back to Legates Row, there's seems to be a changing guard, and there's a new set of guards outside. As you get close, they once again ask you, "You're back. What's your business here?"
So Marion
we need
left
to.
the house. Oh no, sorry, guard outside. Never mind. I thought...
Are you or are you a fake?
Excuse me, miss.
Do you have me?
Have you been out in the sun too much, miss? It is very warm today.
Hey, don't be condescending.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to be. I was simply trying to be worried. This is my job.
We need to speak to the Bannermaster.
I'm afraid the Bannermaster isn't in residence right now. He's gone out on a personal visit.
When?
He left the same time as you. Said he was going to see March Lord and then would be heading to see Tilmeri.
Not been back since?
No. Generally, the meetings with the March Lord last a few hours, so perhaps he's most likely still there.
Where's the March Lord?
That would be in Moonwatch's perch, ma'am. Although you can't get out in there without direct approval from the March Lord herself.
What if there's a very serious problem and we need to get in there?
You'd have to speak to the Bannermaster about that.
And what if the Bannermaster's there?
I see you've figured out a problem in our judiciary system.
Little one, yeah. Little snag.
We'll get you the feedback form as soon as we can, but for now,
Thank you.
it's really quite urgent.
But yeah, there should be some kind of alarm happening here. The mage that lives in the currency, whoever was living there wasn't that mage. We've been inside. Nobody has been living there. The beds are unused. Everything is unused in there.
Right. Come inside. I'll take these details down, and as soon as the Bannermaster gets back, I'll alert him. Where's your
Can I insight check?
Of course.
Yeah. Also, were there any guards at the Magus's house that were not there this time? Because I think last time we had someone else open up, wasn't it?
No, there was a guard with the...
It was Llewellyn that opened up the door the last time you were there. So, what's your insight check?
8.
It seems to be telling the truth, as far as you can tell.
I can make one as well, but I feel like Tilia's a very bad digital character.
Yeah. Plus, you trust Tristan's judgment on it.
Yeah.
Unless you all yell it at once, only one person gets to roll. I assure you this letter will find its way to the Bannermaster immediately.
Good.
This is it.
In the meantime, can you just kind of just vaguely point me in the direction of the March Lord? I will go in, but in the hopes that we can catch them on the way out.
That would be the large castle on the cliffside on the top of the city. Ma'am, you shouldn't miss it.
What's it called again?
Moonwatcher's Perch. So, give me these details, please. You say Tilmerian has not been there in a few days?
Yeah, the beds were unused. I guess I go through all the stuff that I noticed. I forgot some of it already. I mentioned the weird, inconsistent smashed bottle.
Right. He writes it all down and hands it to the secretary at the desk and goes, "Make sure this gets to the Bannermaster at once."
Also, the fact that the correspondence we found stopped 4 days ago, but several of us have seen him since, including the Bannermaster.
Right. Thank you. We'll make sure that gets you as soon as possible. You're staying at the...
We give him the.
At the bard's trousers.
We're staying at the Bard's Trousers.
Nope, we're at the king's something.
The sleeping king.
No, I'm
Sleeping
trying
King.
to
Oh,
because
I gotcha. I gotcha. Sorry.
Right. I understand there's a large number of inns in this city. The Bard's Trousers, that's in Valen's Corner, isn't it?
Mhm.
Right.
I know. Yeah, if we leave, I want to try and have the magpie stay inside, see what the guards are doing.
Okay.
It's just
All right. So the magpie flies up into the rafters
Hmm.
and sits and watch.
listen in if possible, because I think I can listen as well, right?
Yeah, only up to 100 feet, but you can do that.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. If this really has happened, then you may have helped start a search for a very important person.
Mhm.
Thank you. We'll alert you as soon as we know more.
Good. We'll be awaiting the. Yeah, good.
And he knocks his breast and goes, for Cowra.
Aye.
Right.
When
Gone.
we stay outside, I want to steady myself and Tristan to not fall over while I'm blind
Mhm.
and go into the magpie.
Okay. So you watches the magpie, and the secretary rolls the letter up, puts a ribbon around it, drips wax onto it, stamps it, and you see not long after you see a figure with a satchel bag, looks like a courier, but is wearing like a breastplate. Comes in, and you see the secretary and them converse, and he says, "This needs to be taken to the Marsh Lord immediately." And the courier goes, "Right, yes, sir. Right, I'll get that right away. Should I just show the seal at the entrance as usual?" He goes, "Yes. Right, make sure you show the Marsh Lord's seal. That way they will know it's for her." He goes, "All right, thank you very much. They'll pay me, right?" And he goes, "Yes, the Marsh Lord will pay you. Someone will pay you." "All right, thank you." And you see he takes off, and you see as he leaves, the rest of you see this courier start running down the street.
I slip back.
Taylor, you must listen.
Stupid idea. Stupid idea. Oh god, this is so wrong. There's a courier leaving with the seal. They told him the seal will get him in. He just wants to get paid. We can catch him, get the seal, get in. Oh my god, what are we doing? This is dumb.
No, this
dumb,
is
right?
great. This is great. Let's go.
Oh god, no.
My plan was equally as stupid. I was just going to I was going to turn into Tomari and pretend to be the real one, and then just
Might as well.
yeah.
So as you turn the corner, you run down the street, turn the corner, and the courier has vanished.
Is that
Fuck. Did they go down an alley or something?
can investigate?
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah. All right, make an investigation check.
I want to look for this fucking courier.
15.
21.
Okay.
2.
You see the courier has stepped out, gone round. You can see like the tracks and everything. The courier looks to have gone round and into an alleyway.
Okay, I 100% want to tell them.
Okay. So you make your way into this alleyway, and very quickly you lose the tracks again. It looks like this courier is from these parts. Are you putting the magpie up? Did you put that?
Yeah.
Right. So the magpie flies up. I'll have the magpie make an investigation check for me.
As long as we can make sure he gets to the castle, I think we're good.
Okay.
Hold on.
Depends what's actually in that letter as well.
Investigation is what? Wisdom?
No,
Intelligence?
it's intelligence.
That's -4. God.
Are
I rolled an 18.
you looking for it?
Yeah.
If you're looking for it, then it's your intelligence.
That's
It's your
I'm not very
investigation.
intelligent, but that's still an 18. It's no minus at least.
Okay. So you watch, and you see that the courier is actually clambering over a rooftop. Looks like they're taking the urchins' shortcuts. And you see they are heading in the general direction of Moonwatcher's Perch. You can see the castle looms over the city skyline.
Are they running fast? Is there any way we can cut them off? Do I
They're
know
already
the
a
area well
good,
enough.
they're already a good 500 meters ahead of you.
Okay.
I guess we just start heading to the castle the quickest route we know then. Like keeping an eye on him through the magpie.
Okay.
Can do.
Because like, if something happens to him, we need to know about it.
All right. So you follow him as close as you can, making your way from street to street.
Oh.
And go ahead.
Hold on. If I cast fly with my 60 feet, can I catch up with them that way?
Yes, the crow flies, so
As the crow flies, or the magpie flies,
The magpie.
not before you've reached the gate,
Where there are guards?
where there's a platoon.
Oh shit.
You saw it the first time you went up to the gate. There's a good 18 strong unit of guards stands watch outside the front gate. Well, they're not even guards. These I keep saying guards, but the Dusk Ward aren't guards. They're soldiers. They're trained military men.
Nothing I can do then.
I think we're good as long as he delivers the letter.
But again, that depends on what was written in the letter.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Can
that's
anyone
probably
get
fine.
eyes on him and then like cast something at him?
I can hold person, but then I drop down from flying from above because it's both concentration.
Bump your butt a bit. To hope you don't drop concentration.
Can I fly to somewhere where I'm close enough? I think hold person is 30 feet, right? And then
So
hold-
you're wanting to you are casting fly.
No. Could I fly up to a rooftop from which I can hold person before they reach the gate? Without.
No.
No. 30 feet difference isn't that much.
Yeah.
So,
So what are we thinking, guys?
by this point, watching through the magpie, the courier is almost to the gate.
I don't think there's anything we can do. Why did we lie about the tavern?
I don't know. I had a feeling.
You see now the courier is at the gatehouse. You watch through the magpie as the courier speaks. You see he holds up the seal. He's like, and he opens up a little side gate. You see as this courier starts running up the winding path up to the Moonwatcher's perch.
I guess we just sit here and see what happens.
Hmm.
If the March Lord comes out looking like, oh, what the fuck, where's this guy? There's a letter for him, blah, 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 blah. We know there's a problem. If the guy comes out, we can be like, dude, if we just stay here on the road, we can intercept whatever is about to happen.
Okay, so you're just gonna wait here?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I keep an eye through the magpie, I guess, because
10 minutes, nothing happens. 20 minutes.
While we're waiting, I'm practicing my Tilmarian voice just in case
Okay.
we need to
Half an hour.
do a bit of.
Still nothing.
What's the plan, guys?
Full hour passes at this point. Still no sign of anything happening at the castle.
And the messenger hasn't come out since.
The message came out mere moments after going in.
you wouldn't have delivered to the actual March Lord.
I think the fact that the match, the banner master at least, not knowing anything about our arrangement, I think that means he's the real one, right?
Hopefully.
Because if they were both fake, they should know each other's fake stuff. I think.
That would stand to reason, yeah.
But, like, the fact there hasn't been any sort of reaction. This note should have said that Telmarian is fake Telmerian and real Telmerian is missing. I'm not a commander, I'm not a march lord, but I would have sent someone out.
But what if the fake Telmerian is there as well? And when this information came out, seemingly adept at espionage, maybe there's a contingency plan in place.
The Bannermaster was supposed to be leaving to go visit Telmerian in like a couple of hours anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Can the
surely-
magpie fly towards the castle?
Yeah.
See if it can spy through the window, or is it too far
You
away?
see the magpie flies, and the inner wall that surrounds this castle, this citadel area. The magpie gets above that in the air and bounces off it like a windshield.
Oh,
It's also too far at this point for you to actually look through its eyes.
yeah.
So you just feel the magpie go plunk, like a
Mm.
pigeon flying
And-
into your window.
Tell it to come back.
Okay. It flutters back.
I want to know what's going on in there.
It is magically protected. It is.
How do you suggest we get past a platoon of soldiers?
I don't know.
We could ask them when the
Did we see any seal? Like the seal that was shown by the courier, have we seen anything?
You didn't see the seal, unfortunately.
Right. I don't know. Other than pretending to be Telmerian, like sort of weather beaten and a bit battered, trying to stumble through the gates, calling the other one an imposter, I don't really know what to do.
I'm not sure that's the plan right now.
Yeah. It's probably a terrible plan. I'm just saying it's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, no matter what, if you get in there and they just read that there's a fake Telmerian, and then you're like, wait, I'm not really the fake Telmerian, I'm faking being the fake one, you're still done.
Yeah. Or I could just play it off as, well, Telmerian the entire time has just looked like me, and I decided it was an artistic choice to look like this, for business matters. Just really down the rabbit hole. It probably would never work.
I really don't think that would help at all. I feel like that would end with all our heads mounted on pikes.
She might have
True.
gotten the letter and not believed us.
I feel
Who
like
are we?
if they got the letter and they did believe us, then what should have been done in a couple of hours is probably going to take longer, probably going to take all night. I've been trying to put myself in the position, if I was the one to receive that letter, I would miss sending people out. I would miss sending people to his home. It would be a much slower response. It would be much more deliberate.
You think they wouldn't even want to check?
Nope, I don't think so. I think if they want to do anything against Telmerian or anything that would arouse suspicion, they wouldn't want. They would have to send a large group to deal with someone that's powerful, and a large group is immediately threatening. So it's no longer just a checkup. There's no great way to do it.
So, what do you want to do at the current juncture? Where do your investigations lead you now?
I'm not super sure.
No, me neither.
We could go to the gates and ask to see the Bannermaster.
I have an
Yes.
idea, but it's
Either they,
not.
sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Either they say like, he's in a meeting right now, he's not taking visitors, in which case we know the Bannermaster's in there, or they just say like he's not here, which changes things.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, that does help eliminate one or two hypotheses. Alright, let's do that. What was your idea though, Ronan?
We stay a night in Telmerian's. We observe what sort of response the Bannermaster and the guards are putting out. If people come to the home, then we're the people who set up the alert, and we were just making sure that everything was okay, waiting to see if he came home. If they send nothing out and it's the whole night and there's not even a guard, if the bannermaster who was supposed to meet here doesn't come here at all, then we have to start assuming that maybe they don't believe us.
No, I like that idea. And then if fake Tilmerian comes home, we can be like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?"
Been worried sick about you.
So yeah, let's just casually ask these guards if the bannermaster's in there, and then we'll go back to Tilmerian's and camp out for the night.
So you make your way over to the gates that lead up to Moonwatcher's Perch. And you see there's the usual platoon of guards out the front there, and you go and you see as you get close, you actually see from one of the parapets of the walls, you see the banneret that you saw outside Tilmerian's once. You see that is actually flying from one of the parapets.
We still say we need to see him, right? Because there's still the chance that he will let us see him.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going up to the guards at the gate guards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go up to say, who goes there? Halt.
We're here to see the bannermaster. We were told he was here.
Right now. He's not taking any visitors. It's a very important meeting between Marshal and the bannermaster.
We know. We sent a note earlier. A courier must have come through here, right? The official seal. We thought it could wait until tomorrow. It cannot, I'm afraid. We do not have a seal. The courier has it.
I have been advised to not let any visitors in. The matters they're discussing are incredibly sensitive.
The matters are going to be much more sensitive if you do not let us through. The Lake
Giant. We're dealing with a missing persons case right now. It is not your jurisdiction.
Let me guess. The missing person is the Magus?
I'm not at liberty to put any of that information out there.
You don't need to. We have the information. We are involved.
We're the ones that found out he was gone.
If you do not let us through.
At least this confirms the letter was not wrong, okay? Everyone needs to calm down.
Ma'am, we do not let any civilians into Moonwatcher's Perch without express permission. And currently our orders are to not let anyone, even those with permission, into Moonwatcher's Perch unless personally summoned by the Bannermaster or the March Lord.
All right.
My apologies, but we have to be careful in times like this. We do not want anyone that the Bannermaster and the March Lord do not fully trust, which, pardon the phrase, but we do not know you, to be let into that place.
Okay, so how about this? Is there any way you can get a message to them by the time that at least their meeting's over or coming to an end, that the reconnaissance team needed to see the Bannermaster?
We could send a message, yes.
Please.
Right. Right. Yeah, it turns around. You see, he goes inside the guard post in a moment and he comes out with a small, writing desk, one of the carrying ones that's like the yieldy clipboard with the inkwell and that in it. And he sort of hands the vellum to you. He's like, please write your letter.
Okay. What do we want to say?
Basically what you just said.
Okay. It'll just say that we showed up after discovering that Tilmerian, that some dicky and stuff is going down, and that it's us that are after the Bannermaster.
Okay. And
and how long it's been since, whatever information we got, that 4 days have passed, but we've still seen him.
Yeah. So you take you give the writing desk back, and the guard looks over and goes, right, good. And rolls it up. And you see, ties a small ribbon around it. He goes, Andre, take this up to the Bannermaster. And the guard goes, oh, yes, right away. Goes through the post and starts running up the hill. Up the path. Thank you for your concern. We'll update you if you're needed, but for now, I suggest you get some rest. My apologies for the obstructiveness of our manor, but these things have to be handled in the correct way. And
Could wait here.
I'd ask that you wait a distance away. There is an exclusion zone.
How far away is the Commorancy?
From here, you can see
Yeah.
it.
You can see it. Okay, so we could always just go there,
Mm-hmm.
like we originally said we would.
Yeah, I think going to the Comrades is a really good shout.
You can see from here there are actually 2 guards posted outside it right now.
Huh.
Makes sense. Tristan, what do we talk to in town about, like, liquids and chemicals and stuff?
Would I know any sort of alchemists or?
Well, we
I
would
mean,
know someone who knows their poison.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier.
There's all sorts of different places. You do know that the label on the bottle is not a the Dim Hollow Trading Company is not a company you've seen before in Downell. But it does say it did have made in Downell. Oh, sorry. It did say like Dim Hollow Trading Co. of Downell on the label.
Well, we should try and find out what that is. It might be really important.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. So you say you wanted the some sort of alchemist or something to be able, I'm assuming to try and figure out what was in the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I met someone recently that might know poisons. But if you want an actual alchemist, then maybe we can figure something out. But I'm getting
Well-
strong vibes.
It depends on whether it's a poison or not.
That's true.
Well, either way.
So whereabouts are you going?
What time is it? Like, would the shops and stuff still be open?
They wouldn't be far off closing at this point in time. It's probably like 4, 5 o'clock. So where exactly are you heading, though?
Would I know if there's an alchemist closer than the Styxian Sanctum? Or would the Styxian Sanctum be quicker?
Sanctum was not an alchemist; it was an enchanter.
Yeah, but we're getting strong vibes that she might know poisons. But yeah, no, an alchemist would obviously be the better bet.
That you would know?
Hmm.
You would probably know a number of backstreet alchemists in Valen's Corner. There is one that you went to a couple of times when dealing with Finch's cough. You know, he has that cough. And his name is Slim Trouser Jimmy.
Yeah, I know a guy. I've been out of town for a while, but he should still be around. You could always take it to him.
If they could tell us what it is, sure.
They have a knack for figuring certain things out and getting away with it.
Let's go then.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head down to Valen's Corner then.
All right. So as you get into Valen's Corner, this area is very cramped and heavy. You know, it's the poorer part. The houses are very close together. As you're walking through to the small like hut, basically that Jimmy uses as his alchemy shop, you pass by a sign. It says in freshly painted but very dingy, cheap paint. It says Dim Hollow Trading Company. In Valen's Corner.
Well then, we've figured something out.
I think the nature of our visit just changed.
It's not a good place.
Hey, on the upside, at least he definitely knows what it is.
Yeah. I'll go up to the door, sort of knock on it and go, Jimmy, you in?
Are you going? Wait, are you going to Jimmy's house, or are you going to the?
Oh,
Training?
so we were. This was.
Oh, I thought they were the same thing.
It's on. No,
Oh,
it's on
right.
the way.
It's on the way.
Oh, okay. I feel like Jimmy's is still a better bet. He might know when they moved in. I don't know if we want to go straight to them right now.
I can go have a skulk around this trading company.
Yeah,
Can you make me invisible?
I can if you want.
I think that would be helpful.
Do you just want to be invisible?
Hey, I want to.
No. I get it. It's fine. It's cool to be invisible sometimes. I'll put my hand on Tilly's shoulder, and then there is no Tilly.
Okay, so Tilly, you vanish.
Yep, I'm gonna go sneak around this dodgy trading company and have a look.
Okay, so you go around the back, and there is a back door there.
Is it locked?
Looks to be.
I'm gonna change that.
Okay, well, make a feast tools check for me, please.
That's plus dex, right?
Yeah, plus dex and proficiency.
So that would be plus dex is 19, so 22.
It barely even gives you any hassle. And as you go into the back here, it smells like musty of old cigarette smokes, but not like good. It smells of like roll-ups. And you go in here and it's very dark, and you can see the shelves, a scattering of things on them. And there's not much back here. For a trading company, there's a very small amount of stock. A couple of bags of grain, a few bottles of clear liquid that when you get close, it's just like rubbing alcohol. And then there's a very like big wooden board is placed against one wall, sort of like an angle with like a cloth over it.
I give it a couple of minutes just being quiet and listening to make sure I don't hear any people walking around like in this.
You hear like in the front area, like the shop front, you hear someone shuffling about. It's quite light-footed. Not like they're trying to be quiet, just they're skinny.
Okay. So I'm pretty small. Can I see behind this board without moving it?
You can, yeah. And you look, and it's sort of, you came in through the back entrance, and from where you came in, it's on your right. And you know that there is another building on that right, because it's terrace houses, essentially. And you look underneath here, and you can just catch a shape, the bottom 5 prongs of something in an indentation in the wooden wall.
Bottom 5 prongs and an indentation.
You can say things, guys, out like as
Does
plain.
it resemble the cultist
Amulet.
symbol?
It does look like the bottom of the cultist amulet, yes.
Okay, thanks for saying rather than just fucking gesturing at me. Does it look like the size of the amulet? Is it just something that was hidden under there?
It looks like the size of the amulet, yeah.
Can I pull it or take it?
It's an indent. It's like a depression.
Oh, okay. I don't have any of those on me, do I?
You don't. They're both in the bag of. They're all in the
No,
bag.
I have one.
You have one, but you're not Tilly.
No, I know, but they're not both in the bag of holding.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and close that door too, the back door, just so like someone doesn't see the black door being open.
Yep. So you run back outside to where the rest of your party are, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So when do we know when Tilly comes back, I wonder?
I don't know.
Do you reckon she'll wait a while?
I mean,
Just
I assume you all get to talk to this dude. You don't just stand there.
Are you standing there, or are you? Because Tilly's only gonna. Because I don't know. Are you standing there, or are you going to go see?
Oh, I'm waiting for Tilly.
I was waiting for Tilly, yeah.
I assumed we would have waited.
So you're all waiting for Tilly. You're all sort of, leaning against walls, trying to not look like you're waiting.
Yeah, I'm actively skulking.
I'm hiding. I'm literally hiding in a corner because.
Okay. All right then. Make stealth checks.
I'm not hiding.
No, I'm
19.
No,
People
very,
people
very
know.
high stealth.
Okay.
25.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so Tilly, you walk out and you see Tristan is stood there in the street, and Gun is attempting to hide.
She's doing that awkward sort of like.
She's trying to look nonchalant. She's like, but she's leaning against like a falling down board, so she keeps trying to adjust slightly.
Tristan, can I borrow one of those amulets we found? The cult ones.
Yeah, sure. I don't know where you are though.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can vaguely get your direction from that.
I'm literally a foot away from you.
Okay, and I look down and just sort of present an amulet forwards to where the sound's coming from.
I take it. I'll be right back.
Cool.
The amulet hovers in the air for a moment, and until he puts it away, it just vanishes.
That's weird.
So as you go back round the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip that
So
amulet in. Can I do it while supporting the board though, just in case like something
so
moves?
you're pushing the board up like that, and then putting it in.
Yeah, just trying to hold it in place.
Okay.
Because I don't want something to open and then the board to fall noisily.
Yeah. So you slot it in, and there's this quite loud sound of wood grinding on wood as the door, and then you hear the person go. It's like a very squeaky high voice, like breaking voice teenager be like, "What's that noise?"
Okay, so I open the back door like a little bit louder than normal, so it kind of creaks. And I want to like take cover against the wall outside the door.
Okay. And you hear.
So basically, if they come through the door, I have to jump on them.
Yeah, you hear the inside door open, and then you hear footfalls as it goes through. He comes and looks out the back door.
I would like to knock this person out.
Okay, so you see now that they are teenager, maybe 15, 16 years old, very lanky. You know, they've had their growth spurt, but they haven't gained the weight to fill it out yet. Acne all over their face, bowl cut, parents' hair bowl cut. Looks like this is their first job. And
This
you just
information will not sway me.
dagger into the hilt of the dagger into the back of the head. Not the actual
I can
stabby
do
bit.
that with my hands. Don't be ridiculous.
Fine, you do it with your hand. You just whack him on the back of the head. As he's looking around, you just clamber up the side of the door and just tunk. And he just
Yeah, I
goes-
will drag him back inside and close the door.
Okay. Drag him inside. You are visible now, though.
Am
As you
I?
attack. Yeah, you attacked.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay. Oh no, Aaron froze.
Uh-oh. We lost them.
So what are the rest of you doing while this is happening? Are you all just sort of waiting around for Tilly to come back? Or are you...
I don't know, would we have heard the door and the from
You
the
would've-
teenager that got knocked out?
You would have heard the second door, I'd imagine. The shop's not that big.
Yeah. This.
Oh,
Hello.
There we go.
You're back.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back. Hello.
If you're listening out for it, you probably would have heard the sound of someone crumpling to the floor.
Yeah, we would have been listening for trouble.
yeah.
Please, I'm a professional.
You're a professional, but this is a very gangly teenager who's like twice your height.
It's fine. Yeah, I want to check this zone out.
Okay. So the rest of you probably do hear this sound of a person go. Poof. This sounds taller than Tilly, but
I would start making my way towards the
okay.
shop then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The front door or the back door?
The front, I guess? Because
Okay.
we didn't really know about the
So-
other door.
You open the front door and you see there's the counter there and there's no one at it, and the door to the back is open, and you see Tilly there who's currently walking towards a board that's put up against the wall with a gangly teenager knocked out next to her.
I just
I closed the back door again.
Tilly! What the fuck?
It's fine. He's
But
alive.
there are no other people in the building currently.
I guess I'll just move the board now.
I'm gonna move the kid behind the counter so if someone opens the door, they don't just see a crumpled teenager on the floor.
So you move that, and you move the board out of the way. You see now there is what has opened since you've put this amulet in, is this room. It is a secret entrance into a room next door.
Can we see into it? What does it look like?
You can, yeah. And it is lit by candles. there is a small table in there with a number of stools around it. And pinned to the table, with candles sort of, they've melted over the what's on the table, is a map. And you see on the back wall, what looks to have been burnt in dust, is the symbol of the Dustgrave.
Well, I guess I found where they were using, like, for meetings, I guess? Can I take a look at that map? Looking for, like, marked locations?
You can, yeah. But as you step into it, the door in that room to the left-hand side opens, and you see two cultists walk in and go, wait, who are you?
I'm going to fucking bulldog charge them.
Okay. Gun, what are you doing?
Yeah, same as the second I would have heard those voices that had been running in.
Okay, so the rest of you outside, you hear the sounds of Gun's incredibly loud dwarven footfalls on the floor charging towards something. What are you guys doing?
Well, I suppose it's time to join in.
We all
Okay.
charge.
I'm going to move the position like around the outside,
Okay.
and just keep an eye outside for anybody who looks like they're making a beeline towards here as well.
So you're not going inside?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I sort of just nonchalantly wandered my way in and then closed the door behind me and try and figure out where they've gone.
And what about yourself, Namari?
I am no longer there.
Okay. All right. You run away. So inside, Tristan, Gun, and Tilly.
Yeah, I'm charging the one at the front.
So you charge in and make an attack roll. Both of you make an attack roll. There's two cultists there.
Right.
Can I make my supremacy thing? I'll make a trip attack.
You
Yeah.
can, yes.
Okay, so that was a 22 to hit.
Okay. That hits, yeah.
Mine was a 24.
Okay.
So damage will be 7 plus 2, so that's 9 bludgeoning damage. It needs to make a DC 15 strength check.
Okay.
I'm aiming to knock out here, not kill,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. So, Gun, how much damage did you do?
14 slashing.
Are you aiming to knock out?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, okay. So both of you charge in. Tilly, you sweep the legs out from under one of them, whereas Gun, you just slam your elbow into the other one, and both of them crumple to the floor, unconscious.
I high five Gun.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's tight.
That was fucking dope.
Can I see any movement on the outside?
You don't, no.
What was past that door they came in? Was that just the front door to this building?
If you look there is a few beds. There's 2 beds in there, a small fire pit, and then the front door.
Okay, so they just lived here, I guess. Let's tie him up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some answers.
Yeah, let's tie these boys up.
Answers will be a nice change of pace.
If some of you want to go talk to that alchemist while we wait for them to wake up.
Yeah, I'll do that. I know the guy.
So, are you looking at the map?
Yes. After we tie these guys up, just in case.
Yeah. Let me just get this up for you guys. There you go.
Ooh.
So, I'm assuming one of those is the place we went to the other day. And I'm assuming the other one is where that fella is at now.
Yep. Seems like.
Well, we know where we're headed.
Yeah.
That's good.
As you're looking at this, very quickly, one of the two comes around and is like, where am I? There.
You're home. Relax.
What do you want with us?
What do you think we want with a murderous cult that's doing strange magic rituals?
They had it coming.
Who?
Something you did.
The people of this city, they sit here, so content in their water and their ways, so content in their idle democracies. They have not seen the true power.
Oh yeah. What's this true power?
One more ritual and you will all see it. One more. We have completed 2. There is only one more.
So what you're saying is this is just all posturing. You don't like these people, so you want to show them how cool you are.
No. I want
Really?
them to all feel the heat.
But why?
Me?
Because they are contented in their foolish ideals that man is the strongest being.
Well, obviously not, but...
What, do you think sand is, or something?
The desert is unforgiving. It hones you.
Okay, these people don't need to be honed. They're villagers.
You're upset that people live differently to you. Oh,
No.
wow. Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
No, he spits in your face. I am upset that they are not under the rule of their true masters.
And who would that be?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Did
Yeah.
this guy come round before I left to go see Jimmy? Or have I gone
Yes.
by this point?
He came around before you left to go see.
I'm sat cross-legged on the table, by the way.
I'm like up in their faces. The sword is out, and I'm like resting on it as I'm talking to him.
Doesn't seem to make them flinch at all.
No, gun, it's fine. I'm good with people. I think they're just really irritated because they've permanently got sand in the shoes, and that like over time just drives you to like a state like this where you're just no fun to be around. You know, dude, you just need to chill out.
They will learn nothing from me. The final ritual site. You don't even know where it is.
Do you?
No.
Of course he doesn't.
well.
Look at him. He's
Yeah, so what he's
nothing.
saying is he's useless. That's a shame. I wonder if his other friend is any more knowledgeable about how things work.
The other friend is cold out right now.
I mean, we clearly don't need this one.
I would rather die than tell you any information.
Oh, well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together?
That's so fortunate for you, because if you don't give me any information, you will die.
I will take it to the grave.
The Dustgrave?
Who says you're getting a grave?
Desert will be
Interesting.
my grave.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
it
see
won't.
a desert.
You'll all see. He just glares you down.
Hey, Tristan, you got any more questions for this idiot?
I'm trying to think, but
Anybody else?
I mean, we are kind of in the this dim hollow trading company. Maybe we should ask about that.
I'm assuming that's just a fake thing.
Yeah, but like the bottle that was poisoned, maybe poisoned, had their label on it. So,
We don't know it's poisoned.
well, we can find out now, I suppose.
Won't.
I thought so.
Oh, come on, are you sure?
Very.
Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'd put my hand on him and cast Charm Person.
19?
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
He just leans in close and goes, I'm sure.
Gun, this one's broken. It needs to be part of the commission.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant my sword in the ground,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
Okay.
grab him by the chest and by his head,
Gun?
and I'm gonna pull
Gun,
his
right here.
neck towards the blade very slowly and just push him onto the blade. And as it does, anything else you want to tell me?
You stink.
Gun?
I am aware. Anything else?
It's going to be good when you die.
Okay.
Gun?
Yeah.
He spurts blood all over you, Tilly.
What the
I'd like to note that I minor illusioned my eyes open, but they were closed the entire time because I didn't actually want to see that, but I don't want to lose face.
So you carve the head off this one.
Oh, that's disappointing. Prop the other guy up. I want him to see this the first thing he sees when he wakes up.
Gun? What the hell? He was tied up and unarmed.
Yeah, well, he was useless to us and he's a cultist.
Ronan, outside you see there are it's about 6 dusk ward and the bannermaster coming this way.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking out. I'm leaving. Stealth check. I'm gone.
You don't see this. This is Ronan outside.
Surely we can hear them marching now.
They're a fair distance away. It's
I
just
don't
Ronan.
want to be anything to do with what's happening here, so I'm leaving anyway.
Yeah, I want to just come out from where I was hiding, put the bow away because it would have been sitting knocked, and just wait for them to get within range if they're coming my way.
Okay, they are coming your way. Yeah.
I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to stand just in the center of the whole thoroughfare.
Okay. All right. So as you get close, the bannermaster says, "You there? Where is the rest of your party?"
They're off investigating because we couldn't get in to speak with you. We decided to do a little bit of reconnaissance as we are the
Please.
reconnaissance team.
Yes. Good. Please, we wish to summon you to the Moonwatcher's perch.
Oh,
Would you
shit.
like me to reconvene with everyone and get there immediately?
Please, yes. Please, we will escort you there. There has been an attack. The March Lord has just been attacked by an assassin. We believe it's from the Dustgrave. They had an amulet.
Okay.
He holds up an amulet, and it looks like the Dustgrave amulet.
Okay.
We're here to act as protection for you, to make sure that the cult, if they are watching, knows not to fight you.
I think at this point I've walked out the front of Dim Hollow Trading Company. I ain't got shit to do with this.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Bannermaster. It's unnecessary for me, I suppose. I prefer to move in the shadows where they won't see me anyway. But yes, we'll move with you. I'll get everyone as fast as I can.
Okay.
Are you intend to wait here, or would you like to return? And
Please, come straight away.
I will. Thank you.
Get your party now. And you see they wait there. Spears down.
Sarge for Tilly. We need everybody.
Well, you could go get them, I guess. They made them, they killed a man.
Okay. I'll just go inside where I know that they went.
Okay.
You come in to see Gunnar arranging like a head and a body in front of an unconscious man.
And I'm giving pointers what would be the most gruesome thing to wake up to,
We need to make this
kind of
escape.
lopsided.
Yeah, just not quite right, and eyes open, obviously.
Yeah. What if you broke the jaw as well, just you can get in?
Yeah, so it's kind of, make it, yeah.
It was really violent. I mean, it was. I saw the whole thing. It was
And
spectacular.
then I'm just gonna get some of his blood all over me, so when I'm up there, it'll be like, Yeah.
I'll stand behind, so they'll see that, and then
Ronan, you come into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to interrupt.
We're creating art here.
I can see. I am aware. I'll give you my input after,
Mhm, mhm.
Battlemaster is here for us.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's been an
shit.
attack, and we're being summoned.
Oh shit. Oh fuck,
Well, I
Tristan,
guess-
get all this blood. You need to get all this blood off me because this is a really bad look.
These are what is just out of interest. What is all this going on here?
Tweedledum, Tweedledead, and Tweedle tied up. There was another one.
So this is part of like a secret hidey place for cultists. There's like a map with some places circled on it. We've been to at least one of those. And these two fuckheads were in here, and this one, I pick up the head, wasn't very talkative or useful.
Okay, yes.
So this one, who's currently still unconscious, might be, so I'll bring him with us.
Tristan, grab the map.
Yep.
If you can, bring the map. Gun, grab the alive one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave the dead one here.
Yep.
Bring the alive one with us because they want to make sure that if there is anyone from the cult watching, that they don't attack us. But if they see us with one of the cult, they might be afraid that,
Mm-hmm.
wait, they might rush things or change plans. Don't bring them with us. Keep him tied up, and leave him here.
All right.
Yeah.
Alive,
You
yeah?
don't want- yeah, alive. Well, yes, alive but immobile. Do the tendons at the back of the ankles.
Yeah. Also, Gun,
Mm.
this kind of works out great because he'll be in an empty room, not knowing what happened to his friend,
Yes!
stewing for a while.
See, the thing is, right, he didn't even see us coming, right? They were just like, oh, what's going on? Bam, unconscious. Then he wakes up with his tendons cut and his legs, he can't move. And his friend's got his head there. Perfect, this is beautiful. Ronan, you're an artist, you're a master. 1 second. Slice. Shall we go?
Cut this man's tendons.
I'm so glad Tilly doesn't have to hear this.
I was
And you-
gonna hobble him. I was gonna either chop a foot off or just smash his ankles, but that's
Alright,
better.
Okay. So the three of you have finished mutilating this man.
Not mutilate.
Well, not
I never
finished
touched
there.
Okay. What do you do, Ronan?
Oh no, not the more later. We're
Oh,
we're
okay.
busy now.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We'll put a pin in it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Do either
Kills
you
my
two know where Namari is?
Oh,
No, I
think
never
Mari
saw.
isn't here.
Where's Namari?
Namara's on some solo shit right now.
It's fine. Just look out for a magpie.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find Namari if she doesn't want to be found. So let's just go on. Eh?
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah.
Tell them if they see someone approaching inquisitively with a lot of hair. That's Namari.
Yeah, if she's not here, she had a reason, and I don't know. This is the, I don't know, Skevia part of town. Maybe there's a grin presence that she wasn't comfortable with. Maybe that's why she's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Face
Well,
busy judging. Gun.
Yeah, is it which one is it?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. To be
I'm
honest.
not judging. Gun is.
Right. So are you walking back out the front now?
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Guess
So
I've
you
just
want-
been making awkward conversation with the Bannermaster.
Yeah, and with this number of guards in this part of town, by this point in time, it's drawn quite a big crowd as well. There's a number of people, kids and women, and all gathered around here. And as you make your way outside, a couple of the guards walk behind you all. The Bannermaster steps forward, hand on his sword, like that. He goes, "You are all under arrest for the murder of Magus Tilmarian Macra. You will report to the castle immediately for sentencing."
Yeah. Okay.
And that's will end tonight's session.
Okay. I seen that coming a mile off.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
You better come fucking spring us out of jail, Namari. Coward.
About that.
Did you?
If Namari fucking betrayed us.
Judas.
What are you on about? Namara's been the end boss the entire time.
That would be cool.
So, thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Gotcha. And yeah, so if you want to see what happens, you can find out next week at the same time, 8 p.m. BST, right here on this channel. And if you want to know what has led up to our adventurers getting into this mess, you can catch up on the YouTube channel right now as well. There is the entire thing there, as well as all of the past episodes of the other roleplay show on the channel, which is Bike Club, which is on Wednesday.
So it's Wednesday.
And it's going to be a doozy, I think. So, I mean, last session was great, so this session is going to be good. The aftermath of last session. So, if you enjoyed that, please do check it out. Give us a follow, or like, whatever it may be on your platform of choice. And if you did like any of that, you can follow us all on Twitter below. See our ramblings as we go through our daily lives and talk about D&D. We also do a bunch of other stuff as well. Aaron makes a video game, or has made a video game. A Hat in Time. You can purchase it now. Lydia is a tour guide in Edinburgh and also runs the last Friday of every month. Runs a D&D game in the Haunted Vaults of Edinburgh. And the first one went fantastic. Lydia is a great DM. You can see on the YouTube channel, there's a one-shot she did, which is similar in sort of scope to the one-shot.
Always connected to Scottish history. Always.
Yeah, that she runs in the vaults. So if you want a taste of that before you go and play D&D in a spooky vault, you can go see that there. And does anyone else have anything to say?
If you go out in the sun, put on sun cream.
That's very good advice to you.
Fritz, my God.
Yeah.
Hashtag free the reconnaissance team. We're innocent, mostly.
I mean, it's mostly just you that's like very guilty.
I mean,
So, as well as that, I have a personal favor to ask. My sister's boyfriend's band has their latest single out now on Spotify. So if you like sort of indie rock music, you can check that out. They have another one coming out at the end of this month as well. So search for The Bright Black on Spotify. Their single Midnight is up there now. And I want to support my sister. And since she is one of their promoters, it does support her. So, yeah. Do that. But if no one else has anything to say, until next time, we will catch you later for more of our Adventurous Tale.